Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the second, technically the second cup, the first North American Cup for the ESL VR League Season 3. The reason it's a little bit quiet is because Jersey has a little bit of a thing he needs to do. Well, that is cool, so the first one is going to be a little... Oh, there we go. First one's going to be a little bit more chill because, honestly, I can't do the work of two people at once. Let's be honest here. But it's going to be... Goddamn door ring. It's going to be me for the first one. I think he's going to join in a little bit. I am not too sure, but he will get in there at some point. Probably. Yeah, Season 3 hype! Season 3 is going to be great. It's going to be fun. We just need, you know, get sort of the things ironed out. We need to get some of the, need to be a little bit more smooth. But we are actually, I think we're actually going in the game right now. Guag is there. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a North American Cup for you here today. It's going to be basically the same thing as happened just an hour ago. Plus minus a little bit. So there we go. We are joining. I should I'll get this fixed up. But what's going to happen is we're going to see some combat cups. There's going to be 3 rounds. The last round, we are not going to see 2 of the matches. Maybe some matches you can actually stream. Let's hope. No, they will be. They will be.
Nolan, I put you on our team for the last couple of times you used spectator client. Would you be on our team?
Yeah. They've actually fixed the spectator client.
Next time, should I push you to spectator?
Hell yeah.
Next time, work next time?
Yeah. But thanks, man. Have a good game.
You just push the button, huh?
It actually works. Yeah.
I guess we'll try and make a show for you.
Thanks, man. Have a good one, guys.
No.
Okay, so for anyone that's wondering what that was all about, I just talked to some people in the game because we're actually in the game pretty quickly here. So if my hair can stop being so weird, and I can actually take off my headset, which would be great, I will show you who is playing. So, for the first North American ESL Season 3 game, we are going to be seeing Ignite. Oh, the names are wrong. We're going to be seeing Ignite versus Ready Player 4. Good name to them. I'm probably just going to call them Player 4. So let's see. The orange team, consisting of Mr. Dryden, Guac, Cos Extra, Precision, and Kassam, is ready. Oh.
No, that's good. Screw it up.
Player 4. And Overwatch colors. What are you saying, Dash? What are you talking about? Overwatch colors? I don't know. But on the blue team here, we have the wonderful, the lovely Robo Creator Pyculia Darth Dillyman, who is a sub for this evening and a super dope.
Ready button.
They're gonna be the ones that are gonna be playing for us tonight.
Press the ready button.
So it does sound like Ready Player 4 is not too sure on how things are going. I do believe this is their first cup, so you know there's gonna be some things here and there that you're not gonna really know as the first one or as the first cup. So it's good that people are helping them out a little bit. But I should say, this is of course the ESL VR League Season 3. This is going to be the first cup. There's going to be a cup tomorrow in Echo Arena. There's going to be 2 cups tomorrow in Echo Arena. And on the official ESL stream, there's going to be I believe 4 games. So 2 Echo Arena games and 2 Echo Combat games. I'm not too sure how and when and what's going to happen or all those things, but I'm sure the ESL will actually get you that information in time. I would look in the various Discords or on the ESL page. But for now, I know it already. I know that's unfortunately life. But for now, we are going into our Echo Combat Cup. It does look like Pyculia had a little bit of a mistake, in that he probably had a little bit of a glitch. Who knows? But that, as David said, you don't have to restart the game completely, you just have to kill yourself and then that works. So Luckily they are doing that. There we go, our first little bit of the match is gonna consist of Ready Player 4 actually pushing in on point, not being in the best position here. They don't have any cover, so they can't really push back against the meteor play that's coming out from RoboCreator. And just the general play and insta-heal comes out, but it doesn't really work out too well for them. Pyculia will go down. RoboCreator is on very low health, so he doesn't have that much to work with, but it does end up with 3 players from Ignite on the point when the point unlocks, and that is really what is important here. Now we can see that Ready Player 4 isn't that used to playing in a, let's call it a high level. I don't want to say high level because it's really just a different meta to the public meta. So we see here some individual plays, a lot going in one person. Actually, Kassab getting a kill there, that's not what you'd expect, going in by himself and kind of letting his position be known, but they will answer back with 2 kills, so Ignite still has a little bit of an advantage here, as the point has been taken by Ready Player 4, which means that their respawn timers have been doubled. So these kills coming out here, these 2 kills coming out, will be quite a lot longer for them to get back. And we can see here one player just attacking in by himself. This is not something you want to do. If this is the first time you're watching combat, this is not something you want to do. You don't want to go in by yourself and kind of take some pot shots, because that means any player with a Nova or something like that can just go out and kind of kill you. He does get, I don't want to say lucky, because that was actually quite skilled, and just kills coming out left and right. It's a 2v2 right now. Only 2 of the ones that are alive for Ready Player 4 are in the war room, so they can't do too much. But I mean, we're seeing a lot of kills coming out from both teams. Now what we're seeing, let's see, there's actually someone out here. What we're seeing from Ignite is that they are consistently keeping the point. Even if they are getting pushed in, and if they do get killed, they manage to take Ready Player 4 and push them back, so they can't actually get that many points. Oh, good play from RoboCreator. Getting a little bit in there. Ooh, point is contested, so gonna have to push them out. They do push them out. It's at 84%, so it's gonna have to be a little bit of a more fast work from Ready Player 4. And they are pushing in. It's a 2v4 though, so it's gonna be tough for them. Good double tap there. Just a single meteor shot and then a single Nova shot means that he can't contest for any more time, and they will lose. So Ignite will win the first round here. Ignite, I don't know if you watched earlier or in some of the other cups that me and Jesse have casted, but we kind of have 4 contenders, so to speak, for season 3, the finals. And seeing as the members of Eclipse have kind of spread out a little bit, they are no longer a solid contender, I would say, even though they're still a pretty solid team. So I think the 3 contenders for who will be going to qualifiers and who will be going to finals are Ignite, Kangorillas, and V-Respawn. So we are watching Ignite here, just, see how they're doing, see what they're doing, because it's kind of important to keep up with these people. So precision, keeping on point, not the best idea as he gets killed out. That was quite an open position for him, which means that he really did not have any cover for that meteor play by RoboCreator, and that means he got killed out pretty fast. So a Pulsar player here. So for anyone that's wondering here, just at the start of this round, it looks like Ready Player 4 will take the point, but that's not necessarily what they want to do, because Ignite's probably going to push out in a little bit when they get the 4th player in there, and they will get some kills, and they will most likely win this out. Already 1 pick coming out, 2 picks coming out, 3 picks coming out, almost 4 kills. Guac does take 1 with him, but Darth Dillion makes that a 4K for them. So while we have a little bit of time here, I want to highlight the new UI we have. Now you can see out in the left and right top sides of the screen, we have the 2 teams. Now next to them there are a bunch of symbols. I hope you can see them clearly. If you can't, please tell me, and I'll see if I can get that fixed. But that shows you not only what gun they have, what sort of tactical they have, whatever they have. It also shows you how long there's left on it or how much heat is on that gun. Ooh, a good amount of kills coming out from Ready Player 4. They do get some here and there, but they just don't have the audacity or the veracity to just kind of push on and just be in there for as long as they should. So they do get killed out after a little bit. But as I was saying before, yeah, you can see what kind of guns they have, what kind of tacticals they have, what kind of things they have in general, which is quite important because you can change your loadout at any time, so you can always answer what the enemy has with your own sort of loadout. Ooh, Ready Player 4 pushing in here, trying to go for a point take by Culia, just stopping that from happening, and they just push in, both of them, getting some, I would say, much needed kills, but let's look at it here. I don't think Ignite need any more kills. They have plenty. So Ignite boys getting it. I think Ignite are probably the favorites to win this one. I say probably. They are definitely the favorites to win this one. Kassam going in with a little bit of a Comet play here. Oh, you need to hit those shots. That's it with the Comet. It just takes so long to fire up that if you don't hit those shots, it's just not worth it. So Guac Costex are getting killed out here, and only kills from Ignite. So that is unfortunate. Hey, big man, what's up? In Winko. What do you mean, big man?
Good round. Good game, guys. Yeah, good match.
Good first game to Ignite. Let's not be distracted too much by what Big Man is saying. Although I don't actually know what he is saying. But this was the first round, so of course we're going to Combustion now, which, again, for anyone that does not know, the new way the maps work are as follows. Every single time we have a first map, we are going to Dyson. Every single time we have a second map, we are going to Combustion, and the third map will always be Dyson again.
Guys, when we enter the next match, make sure we actually have a strategy this time. Don't
I don't know if you heard that. It does seem Ready Player 4 is prepared. Oh wait, I think they're talking to me. Just a minute.
He's still in the party, so he's somewhere around. Oh, Mullen, I'm not gonna put you on a team. I'm just gonna leave you in the spectator. Does that work for you?
That's pretty cool. They had some
Shit.
scraps.
There we go.
Mullen, does leaving you in the spectator work?
Separated.
Do I
They didn't
push you
even
into a
stay in the
team?
point. They were in all these different
There,
spots.
okay, yeah, I muted myself. There we go, things are good. I think I only destroyed 2 things doing that, so that's great. That's one of the things they don't talk about in those fancy new product showcases.
There's a way around that.
How much having long hair really sucks when you're wearing one of these headsets. Because I can barely pull them off, and when I do pull them off, I have to kind of jerk it a little bit. That sounded wrong. And it's just bad. Don't have long hair, guys. It doesn't look good. And it's horrible to have
Hold up.
in a headset.
So,
I say, guys,
What's the weapon you're best at?
whoever you are. Wear a do-rag? Hair always gets stuck in the... Yeah, but I have... Like, I have so long hair that I will try and pull it off, and I can't pull the hair out. Like, I will, like, literally pull tufts of hair out trying to get my headset off. It's horrible. I've gotten a little bit better because I use balsam. Balsam?
But once they get to the point,
Some shampoo, I don't know.
we need
It's apparently good. My sister chose it.
around this area.
I don't know. I'm just kind of here. So, our second round here. Ignite, of course, winning out the first round quite convincingly. So our second round here will be on Combustion. Hopefully, you all know what Combustion looks like. If not, let's just take a quick show around. Spawn tunnels look like this, and you have quite a long way, actually, from the spawn tunnels over here all the way round, all the way up to main here and into the point, which is a very, very defensible point. One thing that's very important to know about this is that if you have the point, you have a really, really, really good shot at winning the whole round. It is currently being reworked. I think that's probably for the best, since it is a very, very, very strong point. You have not that much of an opportunity if the point is taken to actually take that back. If your enemies has just a little bit of a thought out composition. So let's see how this goes. We are currently following Ignite here, going for an all the way around the back. Currently not getting contested, but they will get found out, and 2 people are currently trying to hold them back with pulsars here. And a sniper, I do believe. I can't actually see that precision. So precision do have a pulsar. There's 2 pulsars. I'm really glad we see more pulsars. Because pulsars are pretty great. A lot of damage coming out. Mostly to Ignite, actually. They do have their heals layered correctly. So they will get that heal up and be ready to push in when they need to. No one actually going in to take the point. They are looking for that pick. That one pick, which means they have a little bit of an advantage, but that is not good for Ignite, because that means that they will not have the point, but which also means that if they get some kills here, it's going to be double respawn time for the other team. So Ready Player 4 is in a bit of a pickle here, as they do get killed out. 2 of them have already been killed out versus 1 from the blue team, sorry, Ignite, and they have a little bit of an easier time getting them back, so they can just kind of attack right away. We did see someone get killed out, and they are already almost back. Why do I have him muted? Oh, it must be from one of those. I don't know. But in the end, it is quite a bit better for Ignite to just sort of let them take the point, bait that out a little bit, and if they don't take the point, you just go in and see if you can get a more of a better position. It's a little bit risky, but you know, you kind of got to. But you don't actually have to. You could just, no one could just play the game. yeah. Robo is currently playing easy mode. He is a, for anyone who doesn't know, he is a Meteor main, and the Meteor is quite a strong gun in this. Let's see if he gets some shots in. He does get a shot in there. He will get killed out himself, but getting those shots in is really tough. So a lot of picks coming out from Ignite here. They will hold off this defense. Roam game tilt? Yeah. This is one of the few maps that you can actually roam on. I say one of the few maps. There's 3. So, let's not get too big without words here, but I'll put that thought on hold as we do get a little bit of a split push here. One with a pulsar up, actually giving away his position. So it's gonna be a weirdly split push. We do see a Meteor coming out from them, which is probably a good idea since they do tend to be kind of coupled up. One goes in, tries to get the point, and he will get the point. That is unfortunately, again, not a very good thing, as now they do get a pick. And the 2 picks on Ready Player 4 are going to be that much worse because they have a lot of time before they can get out, so they won't have any reinforcements for quite a while, and everyone gets eliminated. Now the point gets taken back, and this is basically catastrophic. I think the first round is most likely going to go to Ignite here, just because of that play, just because of letting them take the point, because they know they can kind of bait it out. Ready Player 4 not the most into the meta, it seems. Still, though, they are playing quite well. They're playing quite interestingly. They have I don't know. I like the pulsar. I like that gun. It's my main gun, personally. So I just like that gun, and I like when people use it. That's more or less all there is to it.
They're sitting in these tunnels. I would hang them off these blocks. These
stay up
blocks out
top.
here to stay in. We cannot
Go now.
go on the pylon.
There we go. They are having a little bit of a tactics discussion. Probably a good idea. We haven't talked too much about it, but when you're getting killed this hard and every attack you have basically fails out, it's tough to kind of get back there. It's tough to be in a position where you can confidently make plays, confidently make decisions that's gonna win you the game, because you have basically suffered a defeat in your mind. So it's usually what I say is, if you think you're gonna win, or if you think you're gonna lose, you're probably right, and vice versa. If you think you're gonna win, you're maybe right. You have a better shot than if you think you're gonna lose. So Ignite actually going for the point right off the bat here. They know they can do this because they already have 2 players eliminated, 1 coming in the back.
Oh, then they go down to the tunnels. Look at these guys.
I feel like I should kind of turn it up a little bit because, oh yeah, there we go again. Just Ready Player 4, just going in for the point, taking the bait every single time. This is not good for them, as Ignite can just kind of go back, regroup. One player coming in here. Ooh, this is quite the play from them here. I can't actually see what that is. Pycule going in for a 2K for himself. That Nova is just getting a lot of play. Kassam, the last one alive. They won't get him killed out before the point gets taken over, but let's be honest here, he doesn't have that much he can do, and he gets taken out there. So he will be able to spawn up with his other team, with his team, so they can attack together pretty fast. But it's looking grim for Ready Player 4. Let's see here, they're going for kind of the same strategy again. They are playing a lot less grouped up, which is probably a good idea when you're going up against people that are Nova players and Meteor players. You kind of don't want to be as grouped up. Rough game, yeah. Whew, there we go. I've forgotten how hard it is to do this by yourself. So, again, waiting for Ready Player 4 to take the point, and then going in for the attack. You want to have these really long. It's twice as long for your respawn time. You have a lot of time you need to wait for, basically, and there's nothing you can really do. So the last player from Ready Player 4 just getting killed out here, and we can probably see 20% more going to Ignite. One player has already spawned from Ready Player 4, but it's not wise to go in by yourself, so he will probably wait for his whole team. I say probably, he does go in kind of alone, his team of 3 in tow. They are going in, and he is kind of just seeing if he can get a little bit of roam, a little bit of a flank here, but they just go in, they just choose to go in, not letting Ignite set up in any way, but that also means you have to go straight in, and that is just bad if you're playing against the Meteor, as Mr. Dryden is doing his best to replicate what is happening, but whew, this must be tough, and I mean, however tough it may be, it's gonna be over for them now, because they did just lose. They did get quite a few points in there, but that was all because Ignite just let them take the point, and then you take it back. Let them take a point, then you take it back 4 or 5 times. That is what we saw happen here. This was a clear showcase of what the meta is right now. If you want to kind of learn what is happening in Echo Combat, look at this game right here. But GG to Ignite. It's pretty good for them. So, there are a couple of different other teams. Ooh, there we go, computer. Just relax. Just be calm.
I feel like if I'm the last place person.
There we go. So, our results. We respawn 1 against Tunnel Vision. I would assume that, yeah.
Hey, rubber creator.
So, we have 2 other games we are waiting for. Now, I will have to just go for just a quick little time. I will be right back, and
No,
I hope I don't get kicked. But I'll be right back with the other results and our next round. So don't go anywhere.
You guys aren't in on it?
Be right back. This is kind of where I want VR Jersey, because you can just talk while I do some things. But hey, you know, that's how things are.
Yeah, that was cool. I really enjoyed that. Right?
Yeah, no, it was fun.
That's good,
You know,
yeah.
we had
That was
a
fun, but-
good strategy going at the end there.
Yeah.
I did it for the money. That's the issue.
I mean,
Oh, he's this guy. He's trying to make a
look
living.
let's look at what they did.
That's what I did with Sprint Vector. That was the whole
Did you
issue.
see that? They go to the point, and then once they get it, they leave the point and go into those tunnels.
No, that's not what they're
No,
doing.
no, no.
It was they let one person on the pylon with the meteor, okay? The other guys with the comet, is it Nova? Is that where they're trying to?
So, just to recap what just happened, what we just saw was a... What? Oh, Force, I'll explain that in just a little bit. What we just saw here, what happened was basically a very, very good explanation, oh god, of the basic basic strategy that is going on in all of Echo Combat right now.
Hey, Mullen.
There we go.
Next round? Or you gonna go play another one?
Oh. Goddamn. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out. But
Alright, so you done then?
I mean, I'll stream all the rounds if it's only 3.
Alright, cool.
But I don't know if I'll be following you guys. I think I will, maybe. I'm not too sure. We'll figure it out.
Alright, cool.
Hell yeah.
We're still waiting for...
Yeah, we're still waiting for 2 other games, I think.
Oh yeah, well hold on.
And go on push to talk
Dryden.
game, then you can't like hear other people.
Dryden, where's your team captain?
What, you don't...
Oh, right. So, what I was saying was that if you wanted to see the basic thing that's happening... Oh, God. I'm very sorry. You must have called right when I got to the toilet, Jesse. God damn. There we go.
I like to be able to talk because it's like psychological.
I think things are going great. Maybe. Oh, my God.
Hello.
Right in the... Hell yeah. Wait, oh, God. Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
I came back, you know, I started watching the stream, I was like, okay, right, I'm going to jump back in now. And I was like, as soon as you said, I wish Jersey was here, I was like, cool. And I was like, literally, like, the second you were like, oh, Jersey can chat shit through this, I'm like, fucking pick up the call then!
I was like going to the toilet at that point. I was like looking. Oh well. Welcome back, Jesse. You just missed what was basically the the Echo Combat meta. It was basically Ignite taking the point, and then letting them take the point.
Rotations. Yeah, I know. I did watch. I didn't want able to kind of see the back end of the game, and yeah, it looks like they just had solid rotations through that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
definitely.
yeah.
So yeah, that was basically it. And then somebody asked me why robots have thumbprints, and that is basically the same reason why humans have thumbprints, and that's to better grab onto things. And because when they swell up, when you're like, you have like prunes in your hands when they get wet for really long. That's so you can grab onto wet things better. That's the reason why robots have thumbprints. That's it. So. So welcome back, Jersey, to this thing here.
I've just eaten my entire body weight in food, so I'm like
that
both dead and content at the same time.
Exceptionally unhealthy.
Oh man, it was so much KFC. I'm like, it was the first like. God damn it! I'm just. It was good. It was real good. So I might be a little bit sleepy for some of these matches.
Hey, it's fine, man. It's fine.
I've eaten so much food. But no, I'm keen. So that was the first match versus with Ignite versus.
First match, Ignite versus Ready Player 4. Ready Player 4, I don't think are too much in the meta, or I don't think they played before.
They might. Yeah, there's gonna be a learning curve as well. Obviously, this is the first Echo Combat Cup ever in the ESL. Apart if you exclude the Invitational, the first official VR League Cup like this online and open-ended. So I'm not surprised. We're going to see new teams coming through for both regions that are going to be starting the learning journey.
Yes, exactly. And please do join us on this learning journey. I do want to see more teams, and we do want to see more videos. So
absolutely.
To probably get this fixed. And if you want to know how to create a game? What am I talking about? If you want to know how to create a name, then go watch our separate broadcast. Right at the end there, I explained how to make a name. Because that is the most important part.
So results so far coming into this looks like VRespawn, Ignite, and Kango taking 1-0. Tunnel Vision, Overheat, and Ready Player 4 losing a game, and we've got Alpha Derez and Cognitive Deficiency who are still battling out their game.
Yes.
So it's just a question of how these teams are going to stack up in the next round then, I guess.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to see either Kangaroos versus VRespawn, Kangaroos versus Ignite, or Ignite versus VRespawn. Either one of those we do want to see. Whenever these people go up against each other, we do want to see it, because these are the things, and I said earlier, these are the now 3 contenders for the qualifiers, as Eclipse unfortunately they are not playing as a full team.
Yeah, I still think Eclipse have a good chance, although I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I think I need to see Eclipse playing without the support of someone like Strembitsky, or having like their own team, because I know they're playing with Charizard, I believe.
I think so. Well, they're playing on different teams. I can't remember. Let's see. Cognitive deficiency.
It's.
Well, let's see here, because if
so they've got Charizard and Getsu, who are both like top-end spoken players. So they've got. I think on paper they have a pretty decent squad in terms of people that have been within the VR League for quite some time. That said, I'm interested to see how this pans out. Obviously, the first round, everyone won by 2-0. All the games went 2-0, so it looks a bit one-sided based on that. But I think all the potential people that would be fighting against each other, like for ranking, missed each other in the first round. So yeah.
So there we go. But
oh yeah, literally every the 4 teams that we quizzed in terms of who we think could have a chance, if you still include Eclipse, literally none of them played against each other in this first round. So it was Eclipse or pseudo half Eclipse, V-Respawn, Kangaroos and Ignite were all in separate matches. So we are going to go into the second round. It's going to be pretty spicy.
Pretty good. Now I'm just gonna take off some of my clothes, so I can't quite hear you right now. Ow!
Okay, Malaran is now stripping for your amusement. So
there we go.
I mean, it's only going down from here. To be honest.
What? I just joined in again. What? No, it's hot. I was out watching the Northern Lights, and there were literally none of them.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh yeah, you mentioned. I wasn't sure if that was after the original stream or after this one, but okay. Well, so you can see the Northern Lights. Do you know what? It's just as beautiful. Watching the North American teams beat the shit out of each other. Okay, like that's.
I was gonna make like a shitty your mom joke, but I mean that's fine too.
What?
I don't know. That's a prime candidate. Come on, man. Do you know what's even more beautiful? Your mom. Come on. Your mom, and then you can just add objectives. It's fine.
Okay. All right.
I'm sure your mom's a wonderful lady. But I don't actually know.
I don't have a mom.
Well, I've never met your mom.
Anyway, right, getting on a tangent. So which team are we going to look to follow in the next one? I guess we have to wait till the bracket's up.
Yeah.
But doesn't look like that's going to be long.
Wait. I have a insider knowledge here. What? Sorry?
I'm saying, so the ESL site says the next round starts in 1 day.
In a day.
Nap in that headset. 1 day.
That's a long time.
Yeah, you ready to take a nap in that headset?
I mean,
you're in for the long haul now.
I mean, yeah, or via Jersey, and I could just shoot the shit for 24 hours. I mean, that's.
Yeah, look here, I'm gonna go take a nap now. There it is. Nap time.
Well, I mean, Jersey, if you didn't catch that, the next round starts tomorrow.
Wait, really? They're not playing the rest of it?
I'm pretty sure it's just someone that didn't really put in the right time, but still.
What?
I don't actually know. It says it starts tomorrow.
I'm so confused. What? Where? Oh, the time. Oh, okay, I see.
It says tomorrow at 22:45.
Kazam wants me to join his.
That's for round 3, right?
No, that's round 2.
What
I
the
mean,
fuck?
it's probably it's just someone that made a mistake. I'm
Surely it should automatically advance the next round once the first round results are in, because we're still waiting on alpha and cognitive. So
yeah, it is 100% a mistake, but still pretty funny.
That's hilarious. What would be funny if it doesn't automatically advance the round and no one can play because it doesn't give us the brackets beforehand.
Do you think? Okay. Here's a hypothetical. Do you think? You know what? Because the answer is gonna be no. So, what do you think it would take for us to stream for 24 hours before we had something to cast?
A big bag of money, to be honest.
That's sweet quiche.
Yeah. Give me some of that. Give me some of that Zuck box, and I'll be your 24-hour caster.
I mean, I don't have any money. If they give me some, I'll happily share it with you.
Okay, cool. Hear that, chat? If you want us to stream for 24 hours, Wait, we should make a GoFundMe for this. Why do we not do
24-hour
that?
stream. Oh man.
I mean, I'd literally just chat shit for the entire thing, but I don't know. I could probably do it. I reckon.
24 hours.
24-hour stream, maybe.
I was knackered after 8.
Oh man, I was dead after like 3. like seriously, like 30 minutes of this kills my soul. No, I'm joking.
Leave call buttons right.
I'm so no. I am genuinely joking. I've just eaten a lot of food. I'm wrapped up in a blanket. I am incredibly cozy right now, and I'm just like, oh, combat, let's go.
Oh, I can't. I don't understand you people. You blanket people. Okay, chat.
Oh man,
I'm gonna have to answer. Sorry. I'm gonna have to get your
What?
opinion on this. Blanket or no blanket? Because I'm no blanket unless it's really cold. Because I will sweat everything. Ah shit. There we go. Welcome to the stream.
You can all tell that Malaran is very enthused about this topic. So
Fucking no. Okay.
I hate blankets.
Goddamn blankets just ruining my I don't know. Stream.
Yep. For anyone coming in
country.
wondering why we're talking about blankets, we are just waiting for the second
just
round to
waiting.
come through. Just as a quick update, I like to throw this out every now and then for people that just come into the stream, like basically mid conversation about blankets or no blankets. So yeah.
Well, I mean, it's an important topic because
It is a very important topic.
I will sweat my everything off if I have anything on. So I'm usually
That's
nothing
quite a broad statement. I will sweat
I know.
anything off if I have anything on.
Yeah.
Okay.
My sweat is like lube for my pants.
Don't. Nope.
That's a
Nope.
sentence.
Nope.
That is
Bad
a sentence.
Lauren.
Oh yeah, Nada went to bed. I can't.
Nada's not even here. You can't blame her for that one.
That is. I will take that on. That is my fault, 100%. Although I didn't even do anything like that before you came on.
What? That's a lie.
So,
You had tutorial.
Well, not today.
Oh, not today. Oh, okay. I thought you meant in general.
No, not in general. Well, I mean,
right, okay.
then we have to include Dage.
Oh, fucking.
I mean,
Okay.
Dage was the first. I think
I
that
don't
was the
remember-
first dude I casted with.
I don't even remember that cast. That was way back. Wait, how long ago was that? That was like was that towards the end of last season?
That's.
How did you do that?
Or was that during the off season?
Wait. My first cast or our first
Yeah,
cast?
your first cast.
My first cast was I casted 2 of the last game.
For me, your arm isn't moving.
Oh, the last 2 games of the season.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The last 2 games. So it's been what, half a year, 5 months, something like that.
Almost 6 months now. Because I think it was like, yeah, it's been quite a while.
It's
Anyway, blah 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 blah. Wait,
reminiscing.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, we're just
Oh,
waiting
so
to
wait,
get into
bloody-
the next one.
Like, okay, so anyone that's wondering why we're waiting, blame Eclipse, right?
Leave Simeon out of this.
Two of their members are playing against in cognitive deficiency against Alpha Derez,
I mean, let's
which
leave
has a pretty
Simeon out of
trippy
this.
name.
Have you seen Simeon? He is a cute boy, so leave him out of this.
Oh,
Did you see that? I can't remember what that was. That was the I think that was an exhibition match where he was on as a caster. He did pretty well.
yeah, no, I remember that one actually. That was no, he was actually really good. I do actually no credit to Simeon. He's many things, but actually, like someone that can actually cast well is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
Alongside some other ones. Very enthusiastic at LAN events. Check. Likes to shit talk. Check.
Hey, I mean, those are good qualities in my book.
I mean, yeah. Okay, no, it's like. Individually, it's fine. It does happen to come to back to bite you sometimes.
What are
Which
you
it has.
talking about? Oh, what are you talking about?
But no. So anyone that's wondering why we're waiting, blame Eclipse.
Hey, blame
it's their
Palador
fault.
and Lemming.
No, they're in the. They have 2 members in the game at the moment. No, blame Lemming. Lemming loves to be blamed for stuff, actually. Even better. Great one, Valarian. Thanks for correcting me on that. Don't blame Eclipse. Blame Lemming.
You're welcome.
Palador's never at fault. He is just the best human being ever. So, like, can't blame him for anything. So yeah, you're right. Just blame Lemming. It's Lemming's fault.
I'm one of those few people that don't want to start shit. God damn it.
I'm not starting shit. No, it's fine. No, but Palador is like the anyone that has met Palador will immediately understand. Like, he is one of the best human beings that I've been graced to meet through Echo Arena and Echo Combat and all the rest of it. He's just a really nice person.
That's good.
And also likes to drink. Or he doesn't actually, funny enough, he doesn't at all. But we definitely did have a couple of drinks at IEM, and he was feeling it the next day. Oh boy, was he! Oh boy, I thought I was hungover, but I had nothing on him.
Okay. So here's the problem, right? Because of course the finals are in Leicester in I think a couple of months. And I mean, from what I've heard, I haven't been to a LAN before, but I'm definitely going there if I can get my passport sorted out. But the thing is, I hear there's a lot of drinking. And I have two modes when I drink. I have either mode 1, where I go home pretty early and I don't really drink that much. And I have mode 2, where I go home at 7 or 8 in the morning.
Oh god. Well, you'll fit right in. Well, no, actually, that's not true. I mean, it depends. It depends who's going. Because I mean, I think there's only been really in the last 4 or 5 VR League events, like LAN events. Fuck, it's been quite a few, hasn't it? In any of the LAN events I've been to, which I think is I think it's 5 now. I've been to.
God damn.
ESL1, IEM. OC5, Invitationals at Leicester, IEM again. Yeah, 5 now. Woo! It's been 5. The 5 events I've been to, there's only really been one instance where it's gone a little bit too far, and that was one specific person who I shall not name, who definitely felt it on the day. It wasn't any of the recent ones. It was it was one of the older ones. But he was there. It was one LAN event. And then there was just that one. He hasn't been to any others. So, apart from that, it's been fine. So it's been, And to be honest, I mean, the people that, like, the best thing about all the LAN events is actually just getting to meet the community and just, like, have a great time. I mean, the only time I've actually been able to drink and watch the matches was at the Invitationals in Leicester, which is the last time we were in Leicester, which is about a year ago. And we got knocked out on the first day because it was me, Vitrix, and Martin at the time. So we got knocked out, and then I started drinking, and oh my god, I had the funnest time. Like, oh boy, there is nothing better than watching a tournament for the game you love whilst drinking at an event where everyone else is doing the same thing. Like, it's the best. Oh my god, it's like that is peak LAN experience right there. I went through like an entire big bottle of Old Rosie, like a big side, like a cloudy cider, and. Oh boy! Like, we did drinking games, like me, Strem, like Vitrix, all the bunch of players and teams and stuff. Oh my god, it was the funnest time. I had no voice the next day at all because we were screaming so much. That was when it was Blast going up against Eclipse, and Blast almost won. So, screaming clear and boost for about 2 hours straight. Turns out it does ruin your vocal cords. But yeah, it's fun times. So, anyone wants to experience any of that stuff? You know what you have to do? Sign up for the VR League! Go for it. Do it. Come to these events. Have a great time. It's the most fun.
It is really fun. Wait, Wait, just a moment. Robo is trying to... I think he's trying to shit talk me. I don't know. Hey, Robo!
Hey, Sealable. Right, there were a lot of names I didn't mention there, okay? I mean, there are so many people I didn't mention.
What?
I didn't even mention anyone from Gravity, I don't think, apart from Vitrix. He was the only exception. But that's because he's there. I can't get away from him, at any LAN events. No, Sealable is also Bay. I mean, to be honest, a lot, actually, Kangarillas. Oh, hello.
Oh, we're playing VR Respawn, boys.
Oh, good. Okay, we'll stay with Ignite. Okay. We're staying with you guys.
We're playing with VR Respawn now.
Okay, we're staying with them?
Yeah.
Who are they playing?
VR Respawn.
Oh,
yes! Sorry to break you off there.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll get Jersey in here. and we'll probably just stay with you guys because that is one of the games we really want to see. Oh, this is slow.
Okay,
Oh
right, I'm
my
gonna
god! But yeah, we didn't mention any names, but we all know. Seedable, we all know. I don't actually. I don't know what I'm talking about, but we all know.
Oh man, like seriously as well. Anyone, like separately to this, and this is kind of a plea to the community. Anyone that is actually isn't thinking of playing or isn't competing or isn't necessarily gonna look at qualifying, like come to the World Finals anyway, because oh boy, is it gonna be the best like event of the year. It's like it's gonna be so much fun, and Leicester's pretty cheap as well. So as long as you're Europe-based. It'll be really cheap. Americans might be more expensive. Anyone from Canada is also might be a little bit pricey. But like accommodation stuff will be dead cheap as well over here. So or over in Leicester, because I'm not technically in the UK anymore. So yeah, do it. Come to the big old World Finals shindig party afterwards probably. Thing where Seedable will be our host for the evening. He's
Seedable, you're our host. Doesn't mention Seedable feels.
Oh, it's gonna be absolutely mad. Seriously, there's gonna be like 58 players are gonna be there for this. We've already got like a bunch of EU EA community people signed up to come. It is gonna be mad. I am so excited for it.
I mean, I'm gonna be there if I get my passport sorted out.
Here we go, boys.
Yeah.
And I am, you know what? I am so excited because I look nothing like I sound.
Nice.
It's gonna be fantastic.
This is gonna be hilarious.
I'm gonna have.
I hope you realize that when any LAN event, like you just get called by your game name. That's just something that happens.
Dude, I was a
it's just so much
LAN
easier.
for so long. I used to be called.
Oh right, I need to. Have you invited me actually?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, I'm just gonna join in 2 seconds.
Yeah. I'll just invite him again. Oh, they're already ready. You know what? He has an invite. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going into a second round here. I hope we get a third round. I'm not too sure, but I do think we will. This is the V-Respawn versus Ignite match that we have been waiting for quite a while. 2 weeks, I do believe. These are two of our contenders for who we think will probably be in the finals. So, on the orange team, we have V-Respawn, if I can spell. And on the blue team, that's wrong. There we go, a good couple of picks coming out here. Orange team is V-Respawn. A lot of picks coming out here right from the get-go. Not the most important picks in the world, but they are still coming out, which is a little bit weird. No one's really taken the point yet. There we go. I do believe the teams are correct. Ready Player 4. Let's just save that again. So the point is about to open up, and this is now where the important part starts. It does look like the blue team, or as we know them, Ignite, has a little bit of a positional advantage here, but V-Respawn is doing their best to try and do just a little bit. It looks like they are letting blue team kind of cap it, or Ignite kind of cap it out, which is what we've seen in the last couple of games. We see them try and cap it out, try and rotate the point, and that's what we're seeing here as they're coming in. Getting their picks out. Cotsworth is already getting a 2k. Vexy coming in with 2 more, which makes this a 4k. So they will actually kill all the members of Ignite out right from the get-go. That is gonna make them... It's gonna get them a fair few percentage point already, but Ignite is there on the horizon.
I might have had a little moment there when I spawned in V-Respawn's lobby to say hi to Vexy.
Oh,
he looked very confused and it was like waved hesitantly, like hello.
I can kind of imagine. Oh man. Oh, but it does look like V-Respawn is just kind of holding on to the point a little bit.
Really interesting. Ignite trying to push through this chokehold. That like this is really weird. I have not seen this playstyle before. Like this the tactical choice. I'm liking this approach though. I mean, it's interesting. That said though, V-Respawn, this is what they want. Like this is how they fight. This is their tactic. And Ignite though are gonna not be able to get it, and this is gonna be a huge cleanup here from I believe that is the Bidman.
I think so.
Oh, sorry.
I think Midman. Yeah, you're watching the stream again.
I am watching the stream again.
I was very confused there for a moment. Yeah.
Yep.
But,
Yep.
V respawn going in, just taking the point and going out again. Interesting strategy. As you don't actually want to have the point when you fight, and they're gonna fight right along here. Yeah, we have one player coming out, going for taking the point, but it looks like V respawn is actually just going for a hold of the point no matter what. This means that two of them is gonna get killed out. And it's gonna be a long time before they can get back. So, but there we go. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting play. I do enjoy that Ignite is looking so strong, even though I should say for your sake as well, Darth Dillman is a sub. He is not a,
right, okay. Well, I just want to point out as well, V Respawn are running their standard loadout for this map. So they are running the default V Respawn loadout here. 2 Meteors, 2 Novas, that's how they like to play this map. They basically focus on the tunnels, as they've been doing, as you can see they're doing now. Trying to get as much damage in these choke points, forcing the other teams to come through those chokes. We've only, honestly, I've only seen one team being able to break the strategy, and that has been Amok, and that's through rotations and using the open space more. We're not seeing as much of that out from Ignite at the moment. Yeah, lots of yeah. So really, guys, the problem is though, they like that situation was just where they like Ignite had to be on the point no matter what, because if they left it for a second, they would be stuffed. So V Respawn just setting up, understanding that they are basically going to be in a great position that they can just fight onto the point like that. But yeah, I think okay. I mean, I can give it to Ignite that they are playing with a sub and that they will be going into this relatively fresh. However, given that this is the same strategy V Respawn have used for almost an entire month straight at this point,
yeah,
they shouldn't be going into this without an answer. And yes, this is the first week, but like there's been plenty of time to look at this, how it's been broken, how it can be done. So
yeah,
I am hoping to see something slightly different out of Ignite from this, from here. And
guys,
they're basically going, oh god,
going in with a lot of meteors, just taking that choke point by force, but they are getting pushed back a little bit. Ignite is doing their best to hold on, but every single one except Baikulia will get killed out. Baikulia just get just a kill for himself, but it's just not enough to hold it back. Oh, he's going in for a sneaky kill in the back here. Oh, will he get it? He will get one pick.
Yeah.
He does get
honestly, I feel like Ignite have basically said, right, you're going to run 2 Meteors on 2 Novas. We'll run 2 Meteors on 2 Novas, and we'll try and beat you in the tunnels. And literally, both teams are doing it. And like, honestly, okay, I get it, because I mean, to some extent it's a relatively easy strategy, right? Because you're just in a really good position you can hold, and then it's down to the other team to react to it. So you're very much you're in a good position. However, I don't think it works into itself. And if you're trying to do a shotgun meteor off against a team that is very good at it, you're gonna lose. Like, like they've had a lot of practice with this. They know what they're doing. They know how to juggle health bars. And it's gonna be, and you're just seeing that right now, like Ignite losing members left and right, trying to switch it up. Honestly, I really want to see Ignite switch over to something more long range now and try and use the open ground, because it's not this kind of close range. Trying to beat them at their own game isn't really working for them.
It is not working. And you know what people should do if you are playing, and if you might be playing V Respawn, you should go on youtube.com and search for Echo Community and watch the Mammoth Cup, MAMUT Cup, where we saw this strategy broken quite thoroughly. We saw it get beaten.
The problem is as well, I think that this strategy works very well against a lot of other teams. That's it though. Good little play here from. But just look. This is what I mean. Via Respawn. I mean, like, not to take anything away from them about, like, just to kind of draw down their success of the strategy. They are so good at health bar juggling, like heals, and they are just. It is immaculate. Like you saw there, they almost never got below half health. Apart from that one time there where Kazmas just died and almost caused as well. Okay, but apart from that, apart from just there. Like, a lot of their fights, they are absolutely flawless at juggling the point. And even though they lose 3 members there, they're able to keep the point and just 100-0 it. I mean, yeah, V Respawn showing why they are the best right now, I think. Ignite running a substitute, which would make this even harder of a fight than it would be anyway for them. So I can understand the difficulty with that. But yeah, it's just... there are ways to break that strategy. So anyone watching this that is like, oh, that's such an OP strategy. It is a very strong strategy, and I think there's very good reasons to why more teams are picking it up and adopting it, because it is just a very strong thing that you can execute, and it's got a very clear defined 2 meteors, 2 novas, hold the chokes that basically force them to fight in there. It's a very easy strategy to run. In terms of after you understand it, like that had to be built though, and V Respawn made that strategy. So if props to them on that side of things. However, there are things you can do to get around it, and as Lauren said, check out the stream from the Mammoth Cup to see kind of the beginnings of that. But I want to see more teams trying to do it. The next one we're going to be going on to is Combustion though, so we're going to see that change up pretty significantly. Because
probably,
I think, well, I don't know. Combustion, I feel like, even though it's going through changes at the moment, is far more of a... I think there's less meta behind it, essentially. It's just, there's a very good understanding of just defenses, like, ridiculously strong on it. Like,
yeah, we have seen some pretty strong roam games, some pretty strong flanks. The last match we saw, we did see some pretty strong flanks and pretty strong, like, go in, take the point, and then go into tunnels, because it's quite safe down there. Well, relatively safe down there.
The point is just the point is just really hard to contest, right? Because as soon as you try and move on to the point, you're in open ground, and then if anyone's running anything with even slight amount of accuracy, you're just in a really awkward spot. So yeah, it's a difficult map that's currently going through changes. So it will just be a case of trying to juggle it a bit. It's going to be interesting to see how this plans out, because V Respawn have had pretty dominant holds on it. That said, the American teams, generally speaking, have been much better at Combustion in terms of comparative to the European regions. And if you were to say, like, AMOC were able to break V Respawn's hold on Dyson to some extent in the Moment Cup, I'd say that, as far as I've seen, like, no one's really been able to come up with a decent offensive strategy for Combustion in its current state. It could be changing, so not many teams, I don't think, will be investing time into figuring that out. But that does mean there's grounds for that to be looked at in these matches.
There we go. You need to change into spectator as well.
I do. 2 seconds.
There we go. There we go. You might be wondering why I'm grunting. It's not because I'm an old man. I'm just... It's just far away.
They forgot to put you in spectator, didn't they?
There we go. So, yeah, as he said, it is just a difficult to attack point, and it is quite an easy to defend point. So it is it is always interesting to see if there has been any new changes, if people have come up with any weird or interesting strategies. I hope we see something from either via Respawn or from Ignite, because there's been quite a lot of 100-0 sort of wins in this.
Oh, pick just crashed out.
Oh, we might have some technical issues. Yeah, we do have some technical issue. Pycula just crashed out, so we will probably have to restart this or get him back in here. We're not too sure. I'm actually not sure about the rules on this. I haven't had time to read them, but I'm not 100% about the rules on what happens if you crash out, if you just play the round out. I really hope that's not it.
Sorry, so yeah,
No
they've hello, one of their players has DC'd, so he is just going to be getting any second now. I wasn't sure if he was confused that I was going to be playing for them, and he left, but...
I hope not.
No, I'm joking, I'm joking. They asked me, when I got into the lobby, they were like, join! And I was like, every team who I've played today, or I've watched today, has asked me the same thing. So, but
well, I mean,
so he's joined back in now, so we're all good. We're all good.
Good. Now, while I just get this camera set up, what happens, just so people are aware, what happens if somebody disconnects out during the middle of a combat match?
Right now, based on the ESL rules, you just play on. That is... Yeah, that is... Oh, having a huge fight here going on. That is mad. Seeing a great little play coming out from both sides. Ignite are actually looking good. Ignite are gonna take the point. Now, as I said, as we alluded to before the match, this is an incredibly hard point to break. However, I have seen the respawn break it quite comfortably. So, like I say, break it comfortably. They've only broken it like once or twice. Okay. I like this play from Ignite. They're getting quite aggressive with these pushes, but V Respawn are going to say, "You want to get aggressive? We'll get even more aggressive." And they're just going to run out, but they're going to lose 2 members. So, yeah, this is kind of as someone that's trying to get on top of this point and get offensive here. You need to throw out some really interesting strats right now. Like, this is just such a hard one to break. It's such a tough cookie. You need to just kind of throw everything at it in the kitchen sink, really.
Let's see if Swoop comes in here with a Swoop. Yeah, Vidman with the Comet. As usual, I do believe that is his preferred weapon. Oh, he does get a really, really good shout out on RoboCreator, who will get killed out right afterwards. And it's just a whole rodeo in on the point, which will in the end get won out by Respawn. Pretty good for them there, but yeah, good first.
Yeah, have you considered that the first 30% of V Respawn's ownership there came while Ignite had a player down? I feel like, yeah. So I think this is. Oh, you see the 2-man stack here, looking for the regrabbing opportunity. So V Respawn are kind of waiting to get aggressive on the point. I actually really like this, hidden in the corner. Basically waiting, saying, as soon as someone comes out, we'll get on top of them with shotguns. Because they're running 3 Novas and a Comet at the moment, I believe. Where you're seeing 2 Meteors and 2 Novas coming out from Ignite. So, interesting variation on the composition here.
Ignite is going to have to push in now, though, as it moves up to 91%. They do get a pick out, but a pick comes back from them, a refrag. Kaznas and Vexi will follow up, so it's a 1 versus 3, and he will get killed out, which means the first round will go to the Respawn. Just after that first really good retake of the point, that's kind of a disappointing ending, unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel like V Respawn, their setup there was planned and it was very well executed. Like, they had 2 members stacked, they were waiting for the other for Ignite to make a move, and then they jumped on them and punished, and like they just ended up in a situation where they just completely crushed them, like, straight up. And I think this is what this kind of happens in Echo Arena as well, to some extent. Not necessarily cheese strats, but strats that aren't expected will almost always get you at least a goal or a point. Now the difference is, in combat, you only need a couple of those to win the entire thing, right? It's not like Arena where you score a goal and then time gets stopped and then it goes back and then the other team can then score more because they've got possession. They can, it's nothing like that. It is very much a trickle down effect where if you get one of those strats, gets you a good full wipe, you are getting a good 30% on the board for that. So you only need to do that 1 or 2 times and vary that up every other game. Where it's a lot more importance on pulling those kind of things out.
Yeah, there's a lot more leeway in Arena, but there's also no Novas in Arena, as everyone just is running them, going and cleaning them up. As RoboCreator comes in here with his Meteor, his signature gun, I do believe, just trying his little bit to get a little bit of a kill. Ooh, looks like he's almost getting it, but will probably wisely go back. And just having possession of the point for them right now is a pretty good thing, as they can set up, they can expect an attack that's coming in a little bit. Going for a little bit of a round the back and round the front, going for a split up here. Who's that? Vidman is just all by himself. They could actually push out and grab him now.
That pick almost goes through for Robo, and Robo does get picked off. He does eventually get picked off, but so does Cosworthless. That is a trade. We're getting 2 for 1 right now. Huge amount of damage coming in for Ignite, though. They looks like they're going to all go down. And, pardon me, V Respawn is going to take the point. 38% on the board for Ignite. That's not a bad start. But as you can see from V Respawn on the map there, they are setting up again. They're doing their setup. They're getting into their positions. They've got 2-man stacked in the corner. As you can see, again, this is how they like to do it. This is how they like to set up. And, yeah, you can see them stacked in that corner, ready and waiting to pounce.
Yeah.
And this is the problem. If Ignite go in separated like this, as they're seemingly looking to do, 2 and 2, V Respawn are just going to take the fight one direction, and then they're just going to get crushed. This is such a good... just right there. Just look at that. That is exactly why Yeah, it's just that is such a good defensive setup for V Respawn there. Like this, it is really nice. I have to say. I don't know how much that's going to follow through because obviously we've got these changes coming out. But for this game, that is an ABC on how to defend on this map.
Yeah, that double stack is really deadly because whichever way they're coming out, that double stack is going to be there and just kind of instantly grab them, especially if you split up like that. If you don't split up, that's maybe where this double stack can get killed out.
Stack, though. Ignite are able to get one of them down really low on another one. Huge amount of damage coming in, and this might be a good wipe. Ignite might be able to get another flank coming in here though, and he's going to get spotted, heals up, and then gets taken down. So we are Ignite going to get possession of this. Now, the question is, I don't know if they're going to be able to defend this as well, because their defense on this point hasn't been anywhere near as good as V Respawns.
But that was what I was just trying to get to it, and they just showed it off really great. If you use the same strategy all the time, it is eventually going to get broken. And this strategy got broken pretty quickly. Because go for the two-man stack. Because that two-man stack is... They are pretty out in the open. If you get a good shot on them with a meteor over the comet, that's going to be good. One coming in from the back here, going for a couple of kills. And the Novas are just so strong on this point. And there's just going to be kills left and right. Although more kills are going to... via respawn, means they will win out this point, win out this game, and that means they win out the game in full. Going to them, so GG to them. Holy hell, that is a good strategy, but we've already seen a little bit of how it can be defeated. The double stack is very reliant on information about who's coming up. It's very reliant on there being a split push rather than just one push. I think. Yeah,
I feel like we just saw there. I think it was these two matches kind of surmise. I think Ignite is a very good team, and they've obviously got these elements. Although they do have some today, so that is something to kind of take this result with a pinch of salt. I think that they tried to take the respawn strategy to them and Dyson. I don't think that's really a legitimate way of doing it. No, because they're going to be so much better than you at it. Like you don't. Yeah.
Also,
you kind of But regardless, I think the setup on this map was fantastic. It just shows why they are where they are.
Yeah, a thing that I think if you've been following CS:GO esports at all, you are going to know this. Astralis is the team that is dominating right now, and it's because they're doing a thing with their strategy creation that not many teams are doing, which is where they aren't being reactionary. They don't look at what is happening and then find a thing to counter that. They just find a really good strategy, and I think that's what V Respawn is really good at, because they have found the strategies to beat on both on payload, on Dyson, and on combustion. So I think that's one of the reasons why V Respawn is so good is because they are not reactionary.
It's basically, I think V Respawn strategy is essentially in a kind of a set the bar and try and get people to jump that bar, essentially.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of that is where their strength lies. And as we see on Dyson, the strategy they use on Dyson with the two Novas, two Meteors is like epitomizes that kind of sense of we're going to set the bar, you have to jump it, because if you look at it and if you do anything other than try and kind of take a long range composition where you can get some damage in from range and abuse the fact that they can't come to you, like you just lose. And even when you take exactly what they are trying to do to them, that's just matching it, and they're comfortable. Okay, they're comfortable that if you try and match what they're selling, they're going to beat you to it. Like that's the kind of thing. So you'd only ever get good enough at it. It's going to be hard for any individual team without incredibly talented individual players to surpass their own strategy. So it's one of those things that Dyson, I think we just saw a repeat of what they do best, and we saw to be fair, I haven't seen another team try and take that strategy to them. So that's the first time I have seen that, which I think is a step in the right direction, but it's not as big of a step that AIMOT took when they were played in the Mammoth Cup, I don't think. But that said, I mean, yeah, it's really good, and I think VR Respawn just showing why they are the best in those games.
Although they do need to change it up a bit more, because as we said before, AIMOT, of course now known as Gravity, broke that strategy, and they broke it in a way that can be repeated, I do think, if I remember correctly. So they need to come up with something else, and they've just shown they haven't, which is
Well, no, the thing is though, like, there's no if you come up with a good strategy, like they have there with the double meteor, double nova, there is no reason why you can't keep running that strategy, and then if someone counters it, then you change it up to something else.
That's true. That's true.
So, and I think the other thing as well is, although yes, AMOC, I think when they played them, or Gravity, when they played them in the cup, the Mammoth Cup, although they did break it, I don't think the Respawn had enough time. Or another game on Dyson to actually show us that they had another answer, right? So I don't think it's fair to say they didn't have another potential strategy they could use, which was equally as strong. I think that they might not have had the time to actually show us it because there was only that one game.
Yeah,
I think if we were set out, because we never actually got the second Dyson game, we only had the one, just because of how the map juggling worked and payload and everything else. So what that meant was, I think if we had seen another one, I would be able to safely say, yes, they either didn't adapt, or they can't adapt, or they have other strategies they can use. But because we didn't see that, and they're now going up against different teams, there is no reason they can't default back to that strategy that worked so well for them originally until someone else figures out how to beat it. As we say, there is a way. We've seen a way how to do it. So whether or not the North American teams like read into that and actually adopt that as like an option or a strategy, and then start implementing that successfully against them, is a different question. But for me, I mean, looking at them, they're individually very skilled. They've obviously got the team play down. They've got the strategy down. I mean, from their perspective, there's no reason to change it. They don't have to. So they're just going to wait till someone forces them to, and only then do they really need to start looking at other stuff. That said, that doesn't mean we can't comment on that. Does mean though that we can't comment on whether or not they do have other things. It's just that they're not showing us.
And it's also, I mean, they could also be. It would probably be overkill, but they could be saving strats.
They could be. I mean, yeah, it's a bit early in the early day to be saving strats, just because you can barely test them at the moment, let alone can you also save them. If you see what I mean, like it's because the only reason, like, strats only exist when you can practice them, get them good enough that they become really scary, and then you store them away, right? Yeah. It's not like you can't come up with something in theory, never practice it, pull it out in a big game, and it just suddenly work. Well, you can. It's just very unlikely. You usually have to practice it a little bit, but because of how combat's so new, it's hard to get that scrim time in to know whether or not what you're suggesting in theory actually works in practice. So it's hard enough to get scrims at the moment, let alone to like throw that into it.
And you can't get scrims against there's no teams that you're not most likely gonna play against.
Exactly.
So they're gonna know the strategy, and it's just that simple. So but for anyone wondering what is happening right now and why we are not in a game, we just saw Respawn take their point against Ignite. So, to catch you up on what has happened earlier, round 1, we respawned 1-2-0 over Tunnel Vision, Cognitive Deficiency 1-2-1 over Alpha Duress, Kangarillas 1-2-0 over Overheat, and Ignite 1-2-0 over Player 4. And we are currently in round 2, where Alpha Duress is 1-2-0 over Tunnel Vision, we respawned 1-2-0 over Ignite, and we are waiting on Kangarillas and Kangarillas Cognitive Deficiency and Ready Player 4 and Overheat to play their games.
And this will be, I think, we're going to find out what the hell is happening with the matches again. But
we might have free pick. I don't know. Probably not. But it's most likely going to be a little bit, narrowed down, the choice we have of teams. Probably we're going to see Kangarillas versus Respawn, which is a match we do want to see, but we're probably not going to be allowed to stream it because they want to stream it tomorrow, which is fine. So we're probably going to see that tomorrow. So we will most likely, if everything goes to ESL's plan, which is 2 teams from this last one, we will probably see Alpha Duress. We will see via Respawn versus Kangarillas. Maybe Alpha Duress versus someone, or Cognitive Deficiency or someone. Maybe Ignite again, I don't know. But those are probably the ones that we will not be able to see, and we will probably jump on to see either Cognitive Deficiency or Ignite if we're allowed to stream them along if they have a good match, or Tunnel Vision. Probably not Tunnel Vision actually, probably Cognitive Deficiency, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
So, blankets. No, I'm kidding.
Oh man, this is great. Oh, I'm just, you know, when you have just the right amount of food and you're just like, you're just in that warm, comfy space where you could probably go have a nap, but you're also awake enough that you don't need to have a nap. I don't know. It's just like yeah. Throw a blanket on top of that, and you're just in. This is happiness right now. That's what this is.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever experienced that, but I kind of want to.
Oh, it's great. It's so great.
Well,
Just
I mean,
like a
phew,
big, warm, not hungry blanket.
a not hungry blanket.
I don't know. I'm too happy right now, Malara. Leave me alone.
I'm gonna have to excuse my friend. He's a bit, let's call it tired. No. Oh man, but oh, my back is going great.
Oh man, I was gonna say because you've been carrying this casting so much today.
Yeah, I feel like Atlas in the casting world, and that's a joke not many people understand, and I'm completely fine with it.
Oh man,
is he called Atlas? Yeah, he's called Atlas, right?
So we have. So again, 2-0s across the board. Like, I mean.
Well, most of
Oh,
them.
okay, no, sorry. There was one. There has been one Echo Combat game today, which has been 2-1 and not 2-0, which was Alpha Derez versus Cognitive Deficiency, which I think is weird. Okay, coming back to your point about in terms of who we think is going to, what we think of Eclipse in terms of their potential running in this. Going 2-1 against Alpha Derez is not necessarily a good start. I don't recognize.
Not good.
I don't recognize any of the Alpha Derez players. I don't think we've seen in any of the previous cups. Which, unless they're like a sleeper agent, like
terrorists.
No, but if they're like a sleeper team where like they're actually got really good players but they haven't played at all for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, it can happen. You do sometimes get them in.
If I remember correctly, Duel and Kuda Sleuth are pretty good. When I played with them back in the beta.
That was quite far away.
Yeah, that's quite a bit away. That was in January, I think. No, before that even. But
yeah, so I don't know.
It's good you brought it up because I kind of want to revise it a little bit and say if we have 4 teams right now, and just based on what we have now, I think we're gonna say Ignite, V Respawn, and Kang. And who would be your 4th pick?
I still think it could be Eclipse. I don't. Well, I'm gonna say Eclipse. I'm gonna keep calling them Eclipse because it's Lemming and Palador. They're the OG Eclipse members, so it's like.
Oh, okay.
Because the thing is, they've also got Charizard as well, and if I know Charizard and I know Flush, and if he's anything like Flush, where they were both world finalists for the Unspoken twice in a row, I know that he's going to be a very good player. So. I honestly think that the caliber of people in that team, I feel like Charizard actually might even be better at combat than potentially Lemming and Palador, purely on the basis that, in the same way that Flush is for us, I think that because he's going to be dedicated largely to Echo Combat rather than splitting his time, it makes a huge difference. It absolutely does. So this comes back to our whole discussion about whether or not splitting time is going to actually be an effective thing for teams. I honestly don't know, and I feel like that is going to be the question that could be answered by neither Kangarillas nor Eclipse making the finals through combat, or getting into that top 2 spot. But I don't know. I feel like if you said to me I had to pick a 4th today, I'd still probably say it's Eclipse in terms of who's going to contest.
Yeah.
But I'd say it's a weaker case now that it's not like a full squad +1 essentially.
It definitely is, and I think because I was just looking at the scores here, and I know I posed the question, but I'm gonna have to back out a little bit because both Overheat, which I know a couple of the players of, Alpha Duress, which I know a couple of the players of, and Cognitive Deficiency or Eclipse are all looking pretty strong. Overheat, I know Dipman and Boosie, and they are all pretty good. Do
you know why? Actually, I think I've got a reason. I think I've got a better reason for that as to why I think they're going to be good. I think if you look back at how Echo Arena developed, the teams that were at top, that continue at the top, especially at the beginning, were not only the teams that were technically good, they were the teams that were inventive and creative enough to come up with strategies and ways to win, essentially, right?
Yeah.
I mean, technically speaking, I don't think we were like top tier team for like majority of season 1 and then like season 2 as well. It was only when we kind of had, it was like we were able to kind of run with me, Via, and Affan, bringing Affan to the team, that we were able to really run for Echo Arena. But I feel like the reason why we were able to even keep up back then was based on the fact that we were able to come up with decent strategies and approaches to the gameplay. And I think that the teams and players that have competed at the top level for any Echo Arena, Unspoken and stuff are very well versed in coming up with ways and strategies to win, right?
Yeah.
That is something that they're very good at, and regardless of their technical ability, that is a huge kind of bonus at these early stages of a new game. So I think you could have another team that is actually technically much better. I think we're actually seeing this in Echo Arena now, where you've got teams that are very technically good, but don't necessarily have the best strategic minds in the world. But the point is that the hard work in terms of developing a meta, strategies, formations, all the rest of it has been done already for them. So it then becomes their strength to be able to do that. It's like a back and forth between technical ability and kind of strategic element. So I feel like Eclipse, based on the fact that, or some of the teams, like the team that's got Eclipse in it, based on the fact that they've got so much experience around creating strategies, I feel like they're going to be in a really strong position going forwards. Even potentially more so than some other teams with just really technically good players, just because of the strategic and team play element of it, that those individuals that have already competed in the league will be so familiar with.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree. I would of the teams I mentioned, I would put Cognitive Deficiency at the top, just because they are just veterans through and through of this. Both of this movement systems and all the way down base mechanics of what makes this game tick, but also because they just played in cups a long time. They know what it's like.
Exactly, and I think if you combine that with the fact that they've got someone like Charizard, who's obviously like 2-time world finalist or world final winner, like world champion of like Unspoken, like the fact that they've got him, someone who played a solo game, who is solely responsible for his own strategies, and I don't know what his time commitment's like, but it looks like he could be committing more time to Unspoken this season. Like I don't know, because I don't. There aren't any other solo games, right? And he's not playing in Echo Arena. I haven't seen many.
Unspoken isn't a VRL game, right?
It was it was last season.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But having someone that was solely responsible for their own strategy, I feel like he has a lot of pluses that fits in with what Eclipse does. And I feel like is it Getsu that also plays for them as well? He's in a similar boat as well. I just feel like actually the combination they have might be quite a good one. And if you've got Simeon, who's like very dedicated to Echo Arena, like or he can't play or whatever, I mean, it's just I don't know. I feel like the comp they have could be good, but I still have a lot of reservations about teams with multiple, like playing in multiple titles. Just because,
we still need to see them in action, because that's kind of what's. I mean, for me, that's kind of what's holding back my full like dedication to. Yeah, they're probably gonna like be in the finals. Is I haven't seen them play at all. Agreed.
Sometimes I've seen them play without Strem is another thing. I've seen them play, but not without Strem.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's whether or not Charizard can pick up that banner, and I think if he can, then there's gonna be an interesting show.
Yeah. Oh, they're getting angry at something. I don't know what's happening. So, for anyone that's wondering why we're just sitting here talking about things, currently we are waiting for round 2 to end. After that, we do need ESL to pick 2 of the games. It's going to be in round 3 that they're going to cast tomorrow. Currently, we're waiting for Cognitive Deficiency versus Kangarillas. I would have wanted to see that as well, but Ignite was a little bit easier, let's be honest. But we are currently waiting for that, and then we need to wait for ESL to pick some, and then we will probably get into a match after that, so it's going to be a little bit. So that's why we're just sitting here talking back and forth. I am not too sure when or how or where it's going to be streamed tomorrow. I think there's a VR League official Twitch, right?
Yes, probably so.
It's probably
sorry, I'm just going over more protest stuff about the tickets and
the rest of it. It's fine. But yeah,
Oh
it's,
boy. Oh boy.
there's probably gonna be some protests, and I mean, if you are, I kind of want to. I don't want to say too much because I don't play in them, so I don't actually know how it's like. But if you are unhappy with the format, do say and do protest and do complain, because that's the only way that people can actually know what's happening. Also do that in your regular life. If you want people to stop doing something, tell them. God damn it.
Oh
I hate
god.
that.
Consent. Consent.
Yeah, that too. The positive way is also good. But it will be happening tomorrow at some point. I think, if I were to guess, it will be happening at 20 CET, which is right between the two other cups. I think I can just convert that to whatever, or you can do that yourself. 20 CET would be my guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Dollar Ranger. That best of
want that
one
too.
is something. Yeah, I mean, we're for that, but unfortunately, that's something you can take up with Rad, because we had to abandon best of one because we didn't get any updates to support it, which was what we were waiting for in the off season.
Was that why?
Yep. Yeah, we couldn't.
Okay.
Well, obviously, the whole point behind testing a best of one series was because we wanted to learn whether or not it would be feasible, on the basis that the clock would go a lot faster, the goals would reset quicker, and only then would it be feasible. And although we were promised it, we never got any updates to support it, so we weren't able to actually test it before the season started, meaning that we unfortunately had to write it off and go back to best of threes. But yeah, if you have any, feel free to question Rad David on that one.
And also, it should be said, please be civil. Don't just go shout at people.
Yeah.
Constructive criticism. I know it's a little bit tougher to do because you actually have to verbalize and kind of articulate what you want to say, but please do it because it helps so much more. As someone who briefly studied psychology and then just like had a psychology experiment where we wanted to know someone's feeling on it, and they were like, oh, that's good. I can't use that. And other people cannot use that either. The same with it's bad. You need to know why. So please, go complain if you don't like it, or go praise if you do like it, but do it constructively. Good.
Ignore him. Riot.
God damn it, man. I'm trying to be positive. Damn it.
Burn it to the ground. No, I'm joking. That's basically it. We just, I mean, it's not, best of one is not feasible without updates to support, basically.
It would take too long. There would be too many.
Yeah, it would take so long. Actually, do you know what? We actually tested it, and it's ridiculous. We have actually tested it in cups, doing it like that, and it just doesn't work.
No.
Yeah, do you remember? Yeah.
That's a bad. So. Yeah. Don't riot, yeah. God damn it, Jesse.
Yes, do it. Right. See, it's coming up for naming conventions. Riot.
Don't riot. Oh my god.
No, I'm joking. No one riot, please.
please don't riot.
No, don't. Please don't. And definitely don't. No, I'm not gonna make this worse than it is.
Don't stop it.
Oh god.
I have the mute button and I will use it. Damn it.
No.
That's fine.
No, but I am with you. I really want to see a best of one kind of. I don't know if it would be to be honest. All I wanted to see in the off season was just to test it, because only once you've actually tested the real thing can you do it. But I just that's the thing. And now that we're in mid-season, there's no way of us to do that mid-tournament. So we're gonna it's gonna be best of three for this one. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait. Maybe season 4. I don't know. I feel like we've been waiting a while, so I'm gonna kind of write it off as one of those things that may have been. But
if we get it in there and there's like a couple of weeks between it, and it's just way better, I would still say there's hope.
I mean, possibly. I just don't know the likelihood of it, because the thing is, you can't just throw it in mid-season, because it would just be an absolute train wreck. Because you can't drastically change the format mid like professional tournament. It would be like a complete joke. It's not going to happen. Let's just write that off. So the only other option is that it's done before or after a season. And given that we now have an 8-week season that's going to be leading into season 4 that's already been confirmed, unlikely it's going to happen. Season 4's been confirmed. Yeah, they signed up for season 3 and 4.
God damn, that's pretty good. So,
Well, yeah. Again, De La Ranger.
Oh, Dalton.
I like the thought, but it just like you can't have a professional tournament that changes the format for like the finals, but the entire rest of the season is one format. Like, because let's is a drastically different format, so it needs to be implemented very specifically at like the beginning or end of the season. Like, you can't be doing like mid-season stuff or even mid-final stuff. It's just it's not. Although I do agree, it could be a much better format in terms of spectating it and all the rest of it, which is why we wanted to explore it. It's just technically speaking, we can't do it as community members.
Oh, just a second. God damn it.
You having
There we
problems
go.
there?
Sorry, what were you saying?
There he is.
What's up?
What's up? So, like, do you know what's going on? Like, are we playing in the third round?
Currently, we're waiting for basically Eclipse and Kang to be finished, and then we need ESL to pick a game or pick 2 games, I do believe, for the next round.
Yes.
Yeah, and the other 2 people will just play today, and we'll probably go stream one of them. So
If we don't get a repeat of Lost, if we don't get a repeat of Europe.
I'll get a repeat of that, but you know, we'll probably go stream that. But if I get any information or anything, I will say it to you guys. So
Sweet, man.
hell yeah, we will just be here and we will just talk on. Oh, don't go have dinner. Burgers in the middle of a cup is a bad thing. But yeah, have a good one. There we go. So, what were we talking about?
Best of one.
Oh yeah, best
apart
of
from
one.
that.
Yeah, we can. It's unfortunate we can't just change in the middle of things because, I mean, let's be honest here. It won't be the same game.
No,
It'll be
it is
completely
drastically different in terms of how it feels, plays, the logic around it, the strategies, how you want to use what when. It's just, yeah, it is so different. So, not to understate that. Yeah, it's not something. It's something we want to try. We've wanted to try for like 6 months now, but yeah, something unfortunately we can't do ourselves. So we it's something we can do on that.
God
But
damn it, I
regardless,
just have to change.
that said,
There we go.
combat is on the
Sorry,
cards
there we
today. We're obviously going to be covering. I think we should be covering Echo Arena like tomorrow.
I think we'll be covering Echo Arena tomorrow if you're up for it.
Yeah.
There's
I
certainly
don't
going to be a
know
stream.
which games because we might have to kind of have a little bit more communication from ESL as to which games we can and can't cast.
Well, I mean, they've actually been pretty good about that. We just haven't figured out what games were because they did say it. So let's give them credit where there's credit due. But yeah, I do hope they change this because it
Well,
is
no,
just a
I
pain,
think
you know.
they figured it out. It was just the time because it was like after everyone had started playing, like which is or like So it's like everyone else starts playing and we're like, well, anyway, it's fine.
Well, that's how it is. That's how it is. So
Who do you think have the best chances in Echo Arena for EU and NA before seeing the results of the cups tomorrow?
best chances in Echo Arena.
That's what Della Ranger said.
I think for EU, I think it's pretty, well, I don't want to say easy, but I think that there's one pretty guaranteed because there's been a lot of kind of changes around and teams.
Oh,
and kind
yeah.
Of like not,
Oh, boy.
There's been a lot. There's a lot different teams, a lot of new teams that you won't recognize, at least in the EU. But one of them that hasn't changed is Gravity, and they have also they've for a long time been a very, very solid team. Let's call them a solid team. They've been winning most of the things. So I think that's a given. They're most likely gonna be in the finals, or at least in the qualifiers.
I hope so.
Pretty sure the finals. I mean, if not,
seriously, like the changes that have been happening in the EU the last week. Like I would have said, if you'd asked me that question a week ago, I would have said completely different teams.
Yeah,
so
they've been massive.
Yeah.
So
Tutorial's now. I don't know who's playing with who anymore. Like Tutorial, like Gecko's playing with Finn and Ali.
Gecko is playing with Finn and I think Tutorial.
No.
Wait,
that changed. No. Yeah. Like, this is what I mean. Like there was a whole thing. I'm not gonna fuel the drama, but there's been many things happening. None of which I'm going to comment on. However, it does mean that at the end of the day, there are two different teams now, where there was one, and there's like three other teams, and there's been displacements, and like Slin's now a free agent, and I seriously don't know
Slin-
anymore.
Well, Matty is on a team, and Matty
Matty's on
he's
Synergy, yeah.
Yeah, he's a really strong player. I don't know because it's been quite a while since we've seen him play in Arena.
Oh
but
yeah, actually, it has,
when
isn't it?
he played, he was a fantastic goalie.
Yeah, no, Matty has always been very good in goal. I think he has struggled in the past at LAN events. I think down to kind of nerves, but he got much better. He's gotten much better as well. Like for each LAN event he went to previously, because I think I've been to all the ones he's been to. Well, no, I have because I've been to literally all of them. but because he wasn't there at OC5. But for all the other ones he's been to, he's gotten progressively better. So I think as well, I think he kind of gets on with his new team, and Synergy are doing really well. Like they're decent. So I think I don't know, but that's Europe. Obviously we don't know. I honestly don't know for North America. I mean, the Pizza League I don't feel is representative of the actual standings.
No.
If you go by Pizza League, then Eclipse is like 6th at the moment or something.
Eclipse is not even in the qualifiers, which is I think they're probably gonna like up their game a bit, hopefully, because I do want to see them in the qualifiers.
Yeah, I honestly, at this point, I really couldn't tell you. I think Kango are still doing pretty good, but there are even new teams. There are even new teams in North America that are playing well and actually beating like people like Eclipse. And I like honestly, I just have no idea. I've kind of basically been like, North America hasn't really been doing much for a lot of the off season, and now suddenly started to spring back to life with the Pizza League and going into the tournament tomorrow. So, going to be real interesting to see how that plays out, because I've basically waited till tomorrow to see how it all pans out.
You know what? We're gonna give Dollar Ranger a answer. So if you have to pick two, and you have to pick two for Europe, who's it gonna be?
Grab Synergy.
I'm gonna say the same. Grab Synergy is for me too. If for North America, who are you gonna say?
I'm gonna go Eclipse Kang, but at the same time, I feel like Eclipse. I don't know. I haven't seen. It's. Because I've watched some of the games they've done through Pizza League, and it's been it's not. I don't know. It's been
rusty.
It's been a bit iffy compared to and I'm not saying that compared to Europe. I'm saying that compared to where they were before the finals last year. Like before, as the league was in full flow and stuff. Like it's quite significantly different. But that said, I think I want to see more of the cups, because I don't know enough about the North American teams as I really would want to be able to give a decent say. Yeah, that's my definitive answer for that. I need to see them. I need to see them in action. Yeah,
I would too. I think, well, based on the Pizza League, which is basically the only thing we have to go off of, I would probably say maybe 11.5 in Kang, even though I hope and I think Eclipse is probably going to go back and be there. Just not on stream,
Yeah, we're not saying that they haven't been playing. It's just that there's been kind of obviously the weekly community cups, which is kind of the more, I don't know. There is a vast difference between scrims and tournaments, right? So playing in a weekly scrim, even if it's a part of the league, is vastly different. And that's actually, you can take those words from not even from my mouth, but from the mouth of the people that have been talking about the Pizza League. For North American players, that it is vastly different, those matches, to a tournament format, which is why I feel like I need to see the teams in a tournament format of these weekend matches complete, because that is such a different environment to scrims or anything else. It is a completely different ballpark. So I don't know, and this is what I'm saying. I want to see the tournament tomorrow, because I've kind of waited on to see how that pans out. It's just obviously, we've got limited information to go on, and the stuff we have seen has been but you can't judge it, so it's it's a bit kind of iffy. So keen for tomorrow, should be good.
Okay, let's see, and we might have an update. No. Okay. Never mind. But yeah, those are your. That's your answer, Dollar Ranger.
Predictions done.
Predictions are done, and
pretty hefty predictions. I feel like that's trying to call a league way before the beginning of the season is a bit much. But
I mean, we are the. I mean, you've put me down as king of the casters, so I mean,
true.
I'm gonna have to. For anyone wondering, I didn't write that. To be fair, I haven't changed it, but I didn't write it. Not saying it's true, but then again, let's just end it there.
For anyone just wondering, we are just currently waiting on. Are we still waiting on Kangorilla's result?
I think so, but I think they're done. They just haven't entered the results yet, and we are just waiting.
Oh god
for...
damn it! Put in the result. Actually, do you know what? This is gonna be a real interesting result because.
Oh, you just
Kangorilla's are close.
turned up. What happened there?
What?
Your microphone just turned up way louder.
Oh, sorry. Is it still okay now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's fine. But we have go in the NA support channel for VR League. It looks like. What? What?
I still think it looks like they're still trying to figure it out, seemingly.
I mean, we might have a time if you look at what Reyna said. But it looks like Lemming and Alpha Duress are gonna be playing. Maybe. Ranger, I don't think so. I think it's the ESL thing. They just haven't entered the results yet.
They're just I think they're waiting to find out what's happening before they put the results in, which is fine because I mean, it's honest. I don't know what's happening. I don't know anymore. I'm ESL'd out for today. Honestly, it takes it out of you, man.
I mean, just go. It's fine. It's fine, man.
I
We all love you and respect you.
I'm not sure about either of those things, but okay.
Hey, That's it.
Yep. Yeah, so we basically are waiting for ESL to figure out which teams can not which teams they can stream tomorrow, but which teams will be available to stream tomorrow. Because they're basically asking 2 teams to play over 2 days, the entire weekend, even though it's just one Combat Cup where some of the people are also going to be playing in the Echo Arena Cup. So it's like it's just a mess. It's just a real big mess.
I don't want to say too much because I'm not going to be playing it, but if you have complaints or if you have something, do go and tell them. There's probably going to be a forum out.
Just go join in the VR League Discord, basically.
Yeah, go join the VR League Discord and voice your concerns constructively.
Yes.
It's very important. Because
emphasis on constructive there.
Yeah. Because if you just say, shit, no one's going to listen.
I mean, I will, but I'm a salty bastard.
You are. I mean,
I'm not really. I'm not.
What is it they say if you're made
I'm
of
pretty
70%
tired though at
water?
this point, so yeah. Oh man, right? Okay, so we're basically we're just waiting for these games to come out. We know as much as you do.
Oh, but we have the Kangorillas Cognitive Deficiency match done. So Kangorillas won out over Cognitive Deficiency, but by 2-1.
Ooh.
I would have loved to seen that match. Because
is interesting.
It is, and it's also Cognitive Deficiency are the only ones we've seen where it hasn't been a stomp. Or I say stomp, where it hasn't been 2-0. Which is interesting.
Yeah, I think that is interestingly. I honestly like. That doesn't make my life easier. It just makes it more complex. I was hoping to get an answer from that, and it's just no. It's not helpful. Okay. Honestly, I don't know how these teams stack up then, because it's just. Yeah, because I don't know. That could be like. Is that Kango's now better again? Like they had a couple weeks to get training, and now they're suddenly kind of on it again, or were they playing as bad as they did in the last in the Mammoth Cup? Yeah. And then does that mean is Eclipse good or bad? Because I don't know in my head. There's a lot of that doesn't tell us anything basically, folks. It doesn't tell us who's better, who's worse, or how the formation is currently working. We still have no idea.
Don't form. What does that even mean, Ranger? What form your ideas destructively? What? Are you cannibalizing other ideas to make a new one? What's happening?
I don't know.
Once I get 2 matchups. Okay, so we're still waiting on ESL. I should probably take off my headset, so I just.
Oh man.
I'm gonna wear my other headset, which may be a good idea. There we go. Oh, that's a lot better.
Oh boy.
Okay, so do we actually know who's gonna be casting
nope.
tomorrow?
Nope, no idea.
No?
We don't know
Cool.
anything. No one said anything. Nope. Oh man.
Are you,
I'm sorry. I'm just.
Do you need a little
I'm
bit
at
of a
that
break?
I don't know. Okay.
Okay,
It gets
let-
to the point where things go so bad, I just can't stop laughing, and it's just like at that point where it's just becoming funny.
Oh,
now,
man.
yeah, it's got.
I mean-
it's that late in the evening. We've already done like 4 hours of casting. Like, it's just becoming funny how train wrecky this is looking. Oh god.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go. Okay, so
Anyway.
let's talk about something completely different for a little bit.
Yep.
So, have you have you actually? Okay, so I've been kind of on Boop's case a little bit about playing this game. Have you played Devil May Cry 5?
I haven't, but actually, more interestingly, not to compare, more interestingly, fuck DMC. No. That's not what I was going to say. It was more interesting. My better question: have you played Space Junkies yet?
I have not, because I don't have my phone for two-factor authentication, and I haven't been able to get that fixed.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
it
I didn't know you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you play. I forget you have to actually play.
Yeah. So I haven't actually been able to play it. I haven't actually watched anything of it.
Yeah, it's like it's good. I mean, if anyone here that's got it, what do you think? Because I mean, I played it a little bit. I played a couple of hours on it. I've also played Audica. Have you tried Audica yet?
I've watched it, and it looks weird.
Like, okay, I honestly, it's strange because it's a different but equally satisfying mechanic to Beat Saber, right? But at the same time, it feels less intuitive in that there's a couple of things that don't really feel like enjoyable, like breaking the blocks and stuff like that. When they're, I don't know, I feel like it's. I don't know. It's weird. It's like I can't tell if it's a worse Beat Saber, or if I just need to give it as much time as I gave Beat Saber, and then I'll love it just as much. But there's definitely that satisfying gameplay element loop that's in there of like shooting in the same way that you slice blocks, because you can kind of like flick your wrist and shoot. You've got a little bit of flexibility in that, and it's like combining notes and stuff. It can be really fun. But yeah, I mean, so Space Junkies, people saying, not a big fan, decent game, there's some weird parts, but overall Space Junkies okay. I don't enjoy Audica. I mean, yeah, I think the Echo movement system is a world apart to what they've got in Space Junkies. Yeah, that's the problem. It's too like, good. In my personal opinion, the Echo movement system is the best VR movement system, like, by a million miles. Like, there is, as far, like, apart from games that have no movement, like, I don't think there is a single thing that is as good as the movement system in Echo Arena in terms of navigation and moving around spaces.
I don't know if I've ranted this at you, but my personal opinion is that there is literally only one virtual reality game right now. There's a bunch of games for virtual reality headsets, like Space Junkies. I haven't played Space Junkies, but like Beat Saber, for instance. Beat Saber is a rhythm game, and there are a bunch of rhythm games, and it doesn't really do anything too different.
Okay,
you can still play that. Yeah, you can still play that on a 2D screen. It's not...
Osu, for example. Osu is like the Beat Saber equivalent, right?
Yeah, exactly. And
Guitar Hero, yeah.
And I've been thinking. I have a lot of time to just think, so that's what I do. And I've been thinking quite a lot about Echo VR's movement, and I don't think there's any way to effectively or even kind of half-assedly replicate it in.
No, there is. I mean, it's one of those things that. I mean, as a developer myself, I like that is what you aspire for. Like, as far as I'm concerned, when I'm building VR and AR applications, like doing things that are physically not possible without VR technology, like we have. Like, I think Echo movement system is literally the defining factor of that, because you've got the reason why it's so good is because of the one-to-one element, and I think this is also why, like, even if you look at the reviews and stuff on Tested, like with Jeremy that was talking about the Rift S, one of the biggest concerns about that is actually like the first thing he wants to do when he gets the Rift S is to load up Echo Arena to test the movement system. Like literally nothing else, wants to test that, because that is like it's just because the movement. I feel like the movement system in Echo is just on a different level. And I don't know. I feel like Space Junkies I enjoyed, but at the same time I'm like, I want the movement system. Like I want to be able to grab walls and push off of them, because like I understand you can't do it, but at the same time I want to do it. Like
Intuitive.
Yeah, it is. It's just I just feel like I was dying to be able to move around that way when I was playing it. I like the guns and everything else, and I like the boosting system, and I like a lot of it. I just feel like I want that core, that base of one-to-one movement that you get with Echo that you just don't get with anything else.
Yeah, and I even because I was just playing some random games with I think Nada, and she hadn't played the VR chat, so we were just like,
right.
hey, let's play a little bit of that. And even in that, I was like,
Oh god.
I wanna.
God.
It's actually gotten a lot better. But
Oh no,
even in that, I was
no,
like,
not that. No, I'm saying putting Nada in VR chat. Like that's the worst combination ever.
That's an off-stream conversation. Let's call it that.
Yep. Pretty much.
But even in that, where it's like there's huge open arenas where you can kind of go around, but I was like, would this work in this sort of way of movement? And then I thought back to Lone Echo, which was literally you're in orbit around Saturn, and yes, it works because you can just go out somewhere.
You just boost, yeah.
You just go out somewhere, and there's you know, I mean, there's the Fury transports that go around, and you can of course go around to the different sites, but you could also just use your thrusters and just go. It takes a little bit longer, but you can do that because it allows for it.
Yeah, and do you know what, I think my big thing with Space Junkies is just a comparison. When I got into it, I was literally jumping back and forth between having the movement based on my head and hand because I couldn't find something that felt natural. And I was like, wait, do I want to have it based on my hand because then I can like navigate around whilst I'm shooting with the other one, and it means I can be looking in a different direction to where I'm boosting. But then I was like, oh, okay, well actually I've tried it and it doesn't really feel natural because if I'm trying to shoot someone and my hand's pointing in that direction, I then can't move back, right? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, you're very limited. So I was like, okay, well then switch it to head movements. But then I'm like, well, I can't aim my guns and shoot and look in a different direction. Like you're just limited in whatever you do, and like that's why combat's so good and like Echo Arena is so good because you like that's not a problem. You don't have to worry about that system, right? Because you can push and pull off of objects and stuff like that. I don't know. There's just something about it that just is a completely different ballpark. And going back to games that have that kind of hand or head movement is like quite jarring to me now. It's really quite strange. Yeah.
It is. We have something of a quick gem, kind of a little bit like with this game because it's.
Yeah, we don't have a hard on for Echo Arena. Don't worry. It's not.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. Not that much, but this is kind of like the what's a good pick, like Super Mario 3D, whatever that's called. Super Mario World 3D? I can't remember. I never played it. But apparently that's very, very good, and it's one of the best 3D platform games right from the start. And we have the same thing here, where not really a lot of time had gone through with like commercial VR, and we already have, with this fairly limited movement sort of system, only controls for your hands and head, we still have what I think is the most innovative way to do it, and I don't think it's going to be beat unless we get more advanced ways of moving, like a full body tracking or brain-computer interface, or things like that. But
yeah, until we get these like fantastical things, it's like this is, I think, as far as I'm concerned, like one of the best systems in the interim.
Oh, we have our round 3 up.
Yeah, but they've also posted in the Discord to not do it at all.
Don't play yet. Now, we can of course tell you who will be playing. So the matchups are as follows: Ignite versus Cognitive Deficiency. No surprise there. Ready Player 4 versus Tunnel Vision. V-Respawn versus Kangarillas. Overheat versus Alpha Duress. Now, if I had to pick, I would pick the V-Respawn versus Kangarillas. I have already seen that V-Respawn is ready for tomorrow, so it does not look like that will be a thing. I'm not sure. We're not quite sure. But let's say Ignite versus Cognitive and Kangarillas versus V-Respawn are out. Which one do you want to see? I would kind of want to see Overheat versus Alpha. Jesse?
Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to. Yeah.
No worries.
Sorry.
Overheat versus Alpha Duress, I would think would probably be the best matchup if we can't see Ignite versus whoever they're playing, and Kang versus Respawn. Ignite versus Cognitive Deficiency. There we go.
Yeah.
So. Oh. Yeah, we're having a lot of trouble with it, and it does look like nada. Why am I saying nada? I don't know. It does look like ESL has ESL Timo. Looks like he or her. They are talking about the things in the VRL general chat. So go responsively and respectfully tell them your concerns if you have some. Jesse, I see you typing.
Yep. I'm continuing to type.
No. I'm just. It's fine you typing. I just want it to be done respectfully, son.
Yep, that's fine.
I just feel like a dad when I say it like that. Even though I'm the farthest from having kids of anyone. Well, not anyone, but most of the people I know. No, that's untrue, because I know some kids. So, they probably won't have kids for quite a while. So, let's see here. We are having, just figuring it out. Just figuring out what's going on. Let's just shoot Larry 3D. Well...
What? Why do I come back to that?
I don't know. Sputnik just... Oh, because the... Let's Just Shoot Larry 3D is not a platformer? Wait. Or what?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore.
I haven't actually played a Let's Just Shoot Larry game, so I don't know. I'm guessing you have?
Nope. I've heard of it,
haven't?
and I've heard of its infamous not stream-friendly content, so... aside from that, no.
I mean... It's not that bad.
Oh man. I mean, I feel chat disagrees.
I think Twitch would disagree.
Yeah.
Twitch would be like...
The streams get taken down, by the way, just a FYI.
As long as we describe it and just not show it, it's fine, right? Right? Oh? So... Yeah. Hey, Sputnik. How do you feel you guys have been doing in this cup? Because we haven't gotten the chance to see any of you, and that's a bit of a bummer, I think, because I think Kang is one of the important ones to keep up with, and we unfortunately haven't seen it. So how do you feel? Because for those of you that don't know, Sputnik is a part of Kang Gorillas. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong on that, you know. But if you would tell, we would very much like to know. Oh, there we go. So. Mountain biking. You're not playing today. Oh! Whoa, mountain biking. God damn. I feel very out of place because you're all very active people and well, let's just say there's a reason that I cast and I don't play. I'm a hefty fella. Fat, I think they call it. There we go. Oh, I need to get back in here as well. Kicked from lobby due to an activity. Yeah, that's fine. But it does look like we are going along with the discussion about who will be where and so what. So, cut to the point. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Oh yeah. Jess, you're right.
Yeah.
There we go. And for anyone that's not following along the conversation right now, I understand. But yeah, we would prefer. I mean, personally, I don't really care if I get to cast or not. I care if it's a
No,
good show.
exactly. I'm exactly in the same boat. Like, I would much rather, if we have to game short just to record it, that happens.
That's completely fine.
The whole, no, exactly. Like, because I mean, we would have like if we just played the third round normally, we would be done by now. Like, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's unfortunate that it is what it is. So, but that said, it is the first weekend of the VR League, so we are going through teething problems. Anyone that's familiar with the kind of how this works, that's generally the run of things. So let's get through the first weekend, and we might. It sounds like I don't know. I feel I'm not hearing any unnoticed in terms of which teams are playing.
I think Respawn is playing. I think probably Kang is playing as well. Looked like Lemming had a bit of trouble. Well, I say Lemming. It looked like they had a bit of trouble because, you know, it's 2 of them on Arena and then 2 of them on Combat. That's not going to work out. So if I would to guess, I would think it would be Respawn versus Kang and probably Ready Player 4 versus Tunnel Vision. In which case we will probably go in and watch Ignite again, because I kind of want to see the how Eclipse plays and how they play with their 2 new people. I say new people in Eclipse. It's Cognitive Deficiency. It's a new team. I know, but it's still, to me, in my heart, it's still Eclipse. Stay on Sunday. So let us see. Crossplay, the Arena. Yeah, you know what? No, you know what? Jersey, if you want to talk for a little bit, I'm just gonna. I was about to cut to a break, but there's no reason to.
We're slowly and steadily getting there, people. Like, messages are happening. People are being spoken to.
We'll get there.
People are rioting. But side note.
But riot just quietly. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. So. They are currently trying to figure out which teams actually have members that can play.
Yeah.
This is oh boy.
There we go. So you know what? I'll just go. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. So
okay, no worries. That's fine. That's
2 minutes or something, because I need to eat.
That's right. Okay.
Oh,
sorry.
That's the microphone.
Yep.
Alright.
Good one. Nice. 10 out of 10. Right, my alarm's gone. Okay, right, everyone. What you do?
I can hear you. God damn it.
Go to the VR League Discord, right? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Whatever you do, don't go and riot on the VR League Discord. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying don't do that, everyone. God damn it. Anyway,
I have the wireless headphones, just so you know.
Okay,
it's fine. It's fine. Do go and voice your concerns if you have some. I think
constructively.
Exactly.
In an orderly in an orderly fashion. Don't worry, there are pitchforks and torches when you get into the channel, so you can just pick one up and then go from there. I mean, but make sure it's orderly, okay? That's the main thing.
Would it be too on the nose to have that as a as an emoji or as
pitchforks? Yes. Oh man, yes. That needs to happen. Oh my god, no, that needs to happen. Oh, right. Because then you can get people we can have it as like a subscriber thing for the Echo community channel, right?
Oh,
so in order to get the pitchforks, we can actually sell pitchforks. This is genius.
Pitchforks.
This is perfect.
Okay. I have the two
Torches
things
and pitchforks. This is perfect.
I unfortunately don't have it yet, but I want to have like a ding emote and
perfect.
A pitchfork emote. A pitchfork emote's a really good one.
Yeah, no, this is great. We'll have right. Just make note that we need to get sub emotes for pitchforks, and yeah. This is business talk. Sorry, Dollar Ranger. Don't worry,
Ladies and
you guys
gentlemen.
will be able to subscribe and get access to your pitchforks soon.
Also, while we're talking about that, I just want to throw it out there. If people wanna, I mean, because I'm just in general quite poor. So if I had the money to pay for it, I would happily pay for the music. There's a Monster Cat thing that you told me about, Jersey.
Oh yeah.
That I would happily pay for, but I don't have the money. So
Yeah. Bits.
would there be?
Bits, people.
Yeah. Or possibly I could set it up for like a what is it, $5 or something, like a
Yeah, something
$5
like
donation goal per month. If you want to do that, please.
Wait, how much?
Like, let
What
me
is actually?
know.
How does subs even work? I don't even know how the sub tiering system works in terms of like what creators
Okay.
get. Like,
If I need to get like a monthly income, okay. So here's how the thing works. You get income based on like a bit is 1 cent, a sub is $2, something like that. And
Oh,
if
okay,
you
so it's like
have
a $2,
more than
okay.
$100, then you can get your money. If you don't, then you can't. So we,
right,
for
it's like
instance,
$100.
yeah, we've had a bunch of subs over like the months, and thank you for that. Thank you for that very much. But I can't actually take out the money.
Oh right, yeah, because the
because I don't-
transaction cost is too high, so they don't let you take it out.
Yeah,
That
I
makes
don't.
sense.
I can't do that. I don't actually know how much I have in here. Well, I say I have. It's a community channel, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, right, so we are still waiting on
I'll just go make
teams
that.
to be the chosen second matchup in a second. Hold on. Okay, so they're only getting through the first matchup now. Good God, kill me now. Oh boy. Right, so. Yeah, ha, funny. Right, Milan, I'm gonna leave you for the rest of the stream. Have fun. Well, so
This is not the first.
I might get a game of Apex up on the go while I'm waiting.
Damn it, man.
Yeah, it will take just about as long as it will take for them to sort out which team's going to be playing tomorrow. Oh, yeah, it's not. We joke, but it's not an easy job. But at the same time, yeah. Organizing players, unless you're someone like Nada, is never easy. Unless you're Nada. Nada's the exception to the rule.
There we go. I am back. I wasn't just ignoring you. I was making noodles. Delicious cup noodles. So, are
Yeah,
we...
I hope so, Dollar. I really hope so. So they okay. So let me give you an update. They have figured out. Where. Oh, sorry. They've decided the first matchup. They're now
Okay.
moving on to organizing the second matchup.
Cool. Great. I mean, what is it? A journey of 1,000 steps begins with one. I mean, we're getting there.
I thought it was something about 1,000 needles, but I might be-
What?
I don't
No,
know.
that's acupuncture, man.
Yeah, and this feels like slow and painful acupuncture at the moment. So, like,
It's not. It's just. It's not that bad. It's just. I mean, I want to see the games. Because it's quite. I mean, there's some exciting matchups, and I don't want to wait till tomorrow to see them. But then again, I don't really get to pick.
yeah.
So, thanks for the 1 bit, Boozy. Thank you. Thank you for that. But yeah, we might, if people want music, please let me know. Because I kind of want music, but then again, I don't have the money for it. So, if you want to get that music up and running, we can get that done. And it'll probably be something like, if people donate more, we'll get that to a charity. Or something like that. I think is the thing. Now, you know what? Okay. While I have a little bit of time here, to just kind of talk, please, people, if you want to send me a friend's request, please just I don't know, message me on Discord, something like that. Cause I mean, I would want to be friends with you, but I don't know who you are.
Didn't your parents tell you about that one?
What?
Making friends with total strangers.
Oh yeah, a stranger is just a friend you haven't met yet, or something like that.
Not the one I was going for, but yeah, that'll do.
But yeah. Okay, cool. So. I will. You know what? Yeah, they are. But let's see here. Weird flex. I'm not flexing on anyone. I'm legitimately confused. I'm the least flexy person you've ever known. That.
Oh god. I'm
also
dying. The food coma is setting in. I'm like, I just tried to move my legs and then, like, oh god.
Well, you have to go home from work too.
Well, no. I'm actually at home today. I'm actually casting
What?
from home, which is for a change. Yeah. So I'm actually. This is why I'm so comfy right now. And I've got a blanket and everything. I'm literally like after this, I'm rolling into bed. It's just gonna be like cocooned.
Dude.
Man, I probably slept in this morning as well. Like I got up at like 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Oh, that's lovely. Love
but I worked till like 14-hour days most days of the week, so it's nice to just like.
What?
Well, I know. I run my own business, so it's just I'm back to work. So
14.
I sleep. Okay.
God damn. No. I was not like, why aren't you working more? I was like, dude, God.
Yeah, my sleeping schedule is a complete mess though. I still I get
Holy
up.
shit.
I sometimes get up at like kind of mid-morning and then finish work at like 4 a.m. So it's,
that's not too bad.
It's long, hard days' work, but it's fine.
So it is
yeah, but agreed. Yeah,
Jesus
back to blankets.
Christ,
Blankets
man.
literally the best. Oh man, it's so good.
Blankets are pretty good. Do you know what I have? I've actually gotten my proper one now. I have a weighted blanket.
What? Oh.
I have an 8-kilo
cool.
blanket.
Ooh, that sounds nice. I don't know if that's gonna be a good or a bad thing. Like
It's so good. Like, oh, I love it because then you're laying under it and you of course after like sleeping with a week you get stronger, but you don't necessarily want to move because it's pretty tough. So when you want to sleep, it's actually pretty easy.
Yeah.
Compared to what it's usually been.
Yeah,
weighted blankets are the shit.
The only other kind of blanket I'm interested in at the moment is a heated blanket. That sounds like.
I would just. I wouldn't be able to sleep.
No, not for sleep. Just like for just chilling, like blankets, especially in the winter. Like, oh man, that sounds like. But the thing is, like, imagine going to bed and your bed's already toasty, like toasty warm. Like, that's the best thing.
I'm like a nuclear furnace, so I kind of want it to be a little bit cold.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Oh my god, no.
The pick matches for tomorrow are Kangarooless versus Combat. Oh, sorry, Kangarooless versus Respawn and Cognitive Fits versus Ignite. So we do have matches being picked. Now we just need to get into one of the other games. This is where the tough thing happens. Okay, can you please... Oh wait, Boozy, are you in here? Boozy, my man. Can you send me an invite? I'll send you an invite. Whew. God damn, we need some energy now. Whew. Have you fallen asleep? You good?
I'm here. I'm
we have matches, man.
I'm bemused. No, it's fine. I'm hyped for the matches. I'm gonna believe it when I see it at this point.
Oh, okay.
Are you speaking to get into one of the games that isn't?
Yeah, I think we have Boozy in chat.
Yay, nice, good.
But I'm just gonna set. Oh, this. There we go, Boozy yacht.
Oh
not
boy.
bad internet, Boozy. There we go. I hope it's him. I think it's him. Right. It is him, right? Boozy yacht, Dipman. I think I have Dipman too.
Oh wait, can they hear me right now? Can they hear me? They can.
Oh.
I can hear you.
Oh wait, he joined my. Oh damn. Okay. So I'll just get that up here. Hey, Boozy.
How goes?
We have the matches finally.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, no, you're playing today.
Today, right? Okay.
Yeah. So it's let me see. You're up against Alpha Derez. So let's see. So that's your team versus Anova, Coda, Duel, and Foos. I think. So yeah, if you get your team, do you have any of those? Oh, bad incident. Sorry, man. That was a mistake. Sorry, man. You're going up against Anova, Coda, Duel, and Foos, or not the Yates. I'm not too sure. Do you have any of those? Cool. You just what, sir?
I got Foos I can invite.
Cool. I'll just make you pod leader then. Then we'll just we'll just get the game going in here. It should be an American server if you're the pod leader, right?
Oh yeah, American. I'm West Coast.
Oh, okay.
We'll see where everyone's split out.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Why did you invite me?
That was a mistake. I just misclicked. Sorry, man.
Oh my god, I just left the team because I got an invite from.
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry. I've ruined it all.
I thought it was something important.
My right
so I
stick.
just was like,
Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry, man.
join.
Oh, that's
I'm sorry.
Oh, this makes a lot.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just blame it on Jersey.
Seen Wes Craven's Nightmare on Elm Street? It's a good movie.
I haven't. No.
You've never seen that before?
There we go. Oh, Dipman's in here. Cool. Jersey,
Yes,
you're there. Cool.
I'm here. Invite me. You.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I need to invite you.
Yeah.
What?
I'll go set that now. 2 seconds.
Jersey.
Reset.
Just sent him a couple here. Ooh, someone did something.
Wait, my stuff's upside down.
I'm not sure who did what. Oh, the 3 bits. Can't even blame me, guess. Okay. So I'll just mute myself. If you get this fixed, Boozy, I will be in your debt. Thanks, man.
Yeah, you'll be expecting your.
Yeah, hell yeah. And Jersey, Jersey. He's another spectator too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and the spectator thing actually works now. So you can just put us in there, and that's fine.
Yeah, it's all.
Cool.
Right on, dude.
Hell yeah, thanks, man. Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
no problem.
Okay, so there we go. I can finally return to you guys. Oh, and chat has been active. I can see. Oh, okay. Well, Stody, I am. You know what? At this point, I can't comment. I think we'll see what works and what doesn't, and they will hopefully change the things that doesn't work for next week. I'm pretty sure. So, we'll see that in a bit. An anonymous cheerer. Is that a real name, or is it just someone that cheered anonymously? No, that is an account. Oh. Well, thank you, an anonymous cheerer. No, wait, is it? Or is I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm tired. I'm without my better half. It's currently like 1/2 like.
I'm here. I'm back.
Don't worry, man. There's time. There's time. So, for anyone that's wondering, we finally have our last match of the night. So this will be Alpha Derez versus Overheat. And it will be played in just a little bit. This will be our final match of the night, where we will see these two teams duke it out first on Dyson, then on Combustion, and then possibly on Dyson again. I am not sure who is my favorite for this, or who's my favorite to win. because they both have good players, but I haven't seen them play in quite a while. So I don't know. Do you have any thoughts about this?
Yeah, I'm gonna be going into this fresh head, I think, as well. I'm not familiar enough, I think, with the two teams that are going to be going at it. So that I would kind of want to see this. I'm going to be open-minded, I think, with this game is the key.
Sorry. I'm just eating my noodles. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we will be going into that in just a little bit. We just have to assemble the teams, and then that will be good.
Hold on, why are you glowing orange? Hold on, why are you glowing orange? Why are you glowing orange?
Because I'm in there.
Oh! Oh my god. Do you know what, Jesse?
Yep.
We're being hosted.
Are we?
By the wonderful people of Team Gravity VR and Molarin.
Ah!
And Dash
Our
is
own
hosting us
channels.
too.
What a surprise.
It's insane.
Oh god.
Almost like this was planned.
Yeah.
So. Okay. And okay, an anonymous cheerer. Who are you? Reveal yourself. I don't know who you are, and it's scaring me.
Ooh, it's a spoopy chair.
Mm-hmm.
It's a spoop chair.
I'm gonna need new pants if you keep doing that.
What?
Because I'll poop my pants.
Oh.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Oh,
Filthy,
my god, you're the worst.
filthy man.
You're the worst.
Filthy man.
The worst.
Well, yes. But you're a filthy man as well. I think we're actually going in here.
Oh my god, we're gonna get the third game of the day, guys! It's gonna happen! It might actually happen!
Wait, are you in the game, Jesse?
I accepted your invite. I was in the lobby, the same lobby as you. Are you in the game already?
I'm in the game.
Oh, fuck, I'm not in the game. Right, invite me again.
I'll invite you again. There we go. Cool. Cool. So yeah, this is gonna be a weird cast, I think. There we go. Because we haven't casted in like an hour now, or half an hour, or something like that. So we're gonna be low on energy, but so are the teams because they haven't played in half an hour. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. But I will actually show you what is happening on my screen in 3, 2. Oh, combat! Ladies and gentlemen, combat is here and it is here to stay. I will just update the names. It's a little bit anticlimactic. So, dual game, Coda and VR Jersey. He's not in that team. So Overheat is Black Mamba and Boosie. So that is the orange one. Save that. And the blue one is Alpha Derez. Ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Is that anonymous cheerer? Who are you? What are you? Are you just a ghost? 4 messages. All of them are cheering. What are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? Are you gonna be like on the top and then just reveal yourself to be something horrible?
It was me all along!
You're an anonymous cheerer?
No, I'm joking.
Oh. Shit. I want to know who it is, damn it.
Right, so, last match of the day. Thank Jesus at this point.
Season 3, hype! Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, to be fair, we did say that we would drop out if we were feeling tired at some point during the day, so
And
you
we
can't complain at us at this point. Why are they switching teams? What is happening?
Oh, what's that?
So they're currently seemingly trying to sort some tech issues out.
Oh man.
I know.
Do you remember like 3 weeks ago, or a month ago, where I was like, dude, there's gonna be no tech issues ever.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was gonna extend to the season.
True. That is true.
I mean,
I can't blame you for that one. To be fair. Oh look, there's 2 teams in the lobby. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Please, dear God, happen.
no, but the point is unlocking. Oh yeah, because you just play on, right? Oh, what? Okay, you're just playing on. Okay, so we are going straight into a match, ladies and gentlemen. Here we have the orange team, which is Overheat. They are on the point right now. They have quite a good little bit of setup here. So most of the blue team, which is Alpha Dress, will get killed out. But so that will go back to kind of a couple of refracts on Overheat. And in the end, Coda Sleuth. I'm probably going to call him Coda. He's pretty good. Are we seeing phase shift?
We are.
Don't say these things. Oh, we are! It's heavy! Yes!
Yep.
Okay. Heavy. Ooh, you have a heavy burden to bear. Because you have to represent the phase shift well. He's also going for a Comet, I do believe. Which is a pretty good one with phase shift. And they're just going in there, attacking the point. While the other people have it. So, that's pretty good. Alpha Dress. Looks like they're gonna let them take the point. Try and get a couple of picks out here. But it is looking pretty decent for them. They do get 1 pick. And I don't think... It looks like Overheat is just struggling to get anything on to convert any damage to kills. This is tough for them.
Yeah, it is. That is not easy, and I think... Although Heavy is surviving that... No, sorry, I lied. He just died first. Yeah, so Heavy's going on the point to himself. Oh, wait, he's got a comment in phase, so he's actually fine to do this. Like, what he's doing there is actually not a problem. So he doesn't push up too aggressively. Holding on to the point, holding on to the point though, which is a bit weird. Healing coming out. He's gonna just survive and scrape it. Does get taken out in the tunnels though. Oh man, there are some low health bars all around.
But you know whose health bar is not low. It is Heavy with the phase shift representing his crib, using that there to get away. What a wonderful play from him.
No, nice play from phase shift. From phase shift,
or Heavy, as he's also known.
Yeah. Oh man, that's actually. I'm surprised we don't have any people like called Phase or like, I don't know.
Wait, we don't.
I feel like Phase is such a meme at this point in terms of its usability. So
it's so good.
It's like the least used thing I think in combat. I would say. Probably? Yeah, it is. I mean, Arcbind, maybe it's next to Arcbind, but I swear we see Arcbinds more. Like, we're literally seeing one there. So, yeah, I feel like we see Arcbinds way more.
Yeah, Arcbind is pretty useful because it is, if you place it right, it's just a better stun.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. They are going in for the point here. We have a lot of percentage points going out to Alpha Durez, which is pretty good for them because Overheat just can't seem to take this point. Alpha Durez seem very, very strong in this matchup. A lot of actually covering fire coming out from Heavy. He's actually doing a lot of work for however much we are memeing him. He does get eliminated there, unfortunately. That was Dipman. My mistake. Dipman does get a little bit of thing here, but they just can't seem to get those last picks. Just those last bits of damage is just not... it just seems like Alpha Durez is just struggling to finish off. They might need a pulsar or some. Wait, no, hold on. Oh, they might actually need a meteor. That's the only thing they're not running.
Wait, both teams running meteors.
They are. Wait, am I wrong? I'm completely wrong. Sorry, Alpha Durez is not having any trouble. It is Overheat who is having some trouble. Excuse me.
Yeah, so orange team are running 2 meteors, and blue team are running 1 meteor, and 2 novas, and a pulsar. I actually quite like that composition, to be honest. It's quite a nice long range. It's a mixed range composition.
Yeah.
It's usable though. It's definitely doable. I do like the double meteor pulsar though. I'd like that more from orange team, to be honest, because it's like that kind of mid to long range comp with 1 nova player that capitalizes and takes out the remaining people. But see, Arcmine right there. Arcmine.
Oh, and another stun grenade stuns out 2 of the blue players, which means a lot of kills are gonna come out from Overheat there. Their stun game, I mean, it's weird, because they're literally, or not literally, but basically the only ones still using stun. And if you train it correctly, we can see here it is still really, really strong, because it does put you out of the game for a couple of seconds. Like, what is it, 10?
If you can use it on someone that's nearby you, you just guaranteed get the kill, right? That's the thing. And what's great about it is that you can do it for more than one person. That's where the value comes from it. Oh, the lovely little flank there coming in from blue team. Great little shotgun Nova flank. Insta-heal grenade coming out. He's going to be able to take out 3 members. 4 members, I believe. One after the other. Not the Yatas. It's just, yeah, completely demolishing with that Nova.
Now, for anyone that doesn't know, I haven't fully explained the UI, and that is my bad. I put that upon myself, and I have failed you. I'm sorry, but right under the blue team's names, we do have a kill feed. I would highly advise you to look there, because it does clear up some things here and there. For instance, right now, if somebody gets a kill, we can actually see that in progress. Now, no one's actually getting any kills at all. A lot of things are coming out, but finally there's some stuns coming out and some finishes coming out here. Most of Alpha Durez have been killed out, and Overheat is just... They are just taking this round. They are doing a lot of good work. They had a pretty good setup when they had the point. Now they have the point again, so they just have to go and set up again with some of the arc mines they had before. Yeah, there we go. There's one of them. So yeah, it's an interesting thing, because we haven't seen that since some of the first... I think the second cup we had, that was the last time we saw a lot of stuns, because they of course got nerfed. But ooh, the Yates doing his best for a flank there, but that does not go as planned. And,
yeah, these meteors are coming out really big for Orange team, and they're able to do a huge amount of work with them. I mean, yeah, they're just blue trying to contest the point, and Orange has been like, nah, we got this. Like, it's not allowing them to have it at all.
They're doing quite well, even though they looked a little bit a little weak in the first round. I believe that's because they didn't. They had the point straight from the start. I don't know. They might just needed to get warmed up again. But here again, we see them just kind of killing out, being able to convert that last bit of damage. Because as we see here, Heavy is not actually dead. I think probably he doesn't have face shield. Never mind. But they just can't convert that last bit of damage, and that's really what I think both teams are struggling with here, is actually getting the kill. So I hope we see a little bit of different things from that. Oh, there we go. So I will just finish up my noodles as we're going into our third sub round. I don't actually know what we should call these. Rounds probably, but I don't know. Going for a tower push here. A little bit of an unconventional start, but it does allow you to boost all the way in with a lot of focus. Yeah, not the Yates getting 2 kills for himself here. Grim getting 1 on Coda. Coda has been doing quite well with whatever he's running. So
yeah, so we're seeing a bit of an interesting kind of fight breaking out here. We're seeing a lot of healing coming in from blue team. They're all of them using up their heals straight away. So we do still have two tacticals and 2 grenades open on the side of Orange, meaning that they are in a better position for the next fight. So we're going to see whether or not we're going to be able to capitalize on that. Losing Boozy really early on, and he has heals, so that's actually a big loss of resource for Orange team. Heavy going solo and is eventually taken out. Dipman also getting knocked out pretty early on. Going to be 100-0ing some of the blue team members there, but at the end, I think because of the staggered fight, blue team win that out. And yeah, Orange team trying to rotate around. You can see 77 coming round. Boozy trying to get a good flank on from here. Looks like he might be able to sneak a member. He is going to get onto the point, and he's going to do a huge amount of damage. This is looking good for Orange. They need to convert these kills, and they're going to. 1 member left alive with a Nova on the point. Looks like he's going to be going down anytime soon. Maybe, yeah, maybe, yes. There we go. Eventually he did. Orange team are going to be holding on to the point now.
I just figured out it's a Nova. Of course, it's a Nova player. It's a Nova, and he's running Nova as well, which makes his name make sense.
Oh.
It's a Nova.
Oh,
but
God,
Heavy,
damn it.
Heavy unfortunately getting
can't.
healed out there by Not the Yadas. Deadman refragging Not the Yadas, and a
the
lot
insta-heal
of
grenades.
healing coming out. Holy hell, they're just layered pretty perfectly. Well, I say layered, they're kind of staggered pretty perfectly, but in the end, Overheat does seem to win this out. From what we've seen here, Overheat seems to be because we don't really know a lot about these two teams, Overheat seems to be the better players overall. They just needed a round to just kind of warm up. But we do have Alpha Duress going in, taking the point out, and yeah, there's only one player left alive out in the field, that is Grim. So he was probably wise to go back and not attack. He's attacking now, though. That little
Pretty
health
low. He's got his health back up now. So his teammates are coming in, getting aggressive onto the point. Real aggressive here.
I love these stuns. It's been so long since we've seen them, but unfortunately, the Nova play just can't be beat. So Alpha Duress will keep this out. They will hold them back. 1 versus 2 right here. Now he does get a pick out. Now it's only dual game versus Heavy. Heavy has one more shot, but he misses, and only a little bit of damage will go into dual game, which means he will kill him out. Heavy. That went down to the wire there. Dual game not getting any time to heal up, so he will be in a fight versus 3. One of his teammates does come in, does get a pick a little bit, but the stuns here are just, they're winning these fights for Overheat. They have quite a bit of work done with those stuns. Even the regular stuns and the arc mines, they're doing quite a bit of work, which is fantastic for them. I'm really happy to see them again, because I think they were nerfed a little bit too hard. So
we're seeing quite a long range pick there as well from Grid, I believe. We're seeing blue team pushing onto the point now, getting aggressive with these shotguns, running 4 Novas now, and I think that's a sign that stuff's about to go down. Either it's going to work incredibly, and it looks like they're going to get quite a lot of picks from this. So that has worked out quite well for them. Looks like Orange team are kind of sat around the point waiting to see what happens, and running 4 Novas into that is a pretty good idea.
it's pretty damn effective.
Yeah, because you just insta-give 1 or 2 people, and then you just win the fight after that, because the damage and tacticals coming in after that is not effective enough. We're seeing healing coming in from blue team as well, quite comfortably holding this, I think. Insta grenades coming out, they're all at full. You've got some team members from Orange. No. So blue comfortably holding on to that.
You see, guys, this is why we'd rather have one continuous stream of games, because we are tired.
Well, I mean, honestly, I think we would have been fine had we not had 3 hours of delays of the ESL, but now I'm just like,
It is late, but in the end, it does go to Alpha Duress.
Yeah.
I said
well
earlier
played
that
from
Overheat
them.
and
Well played from both teams, so yeah, that was good.
I said earlier that Overheat was probably the better ones. I was clearly wrong. I think they're quite well. Like, this is quite a good matchup.
Evenly matched, yeah, pretty evenly matched, I'd say, based on that first game.
So we will be going to Combustion next for our second game, excuse me. Point is contested. What? Point contested. Oh, well, the point's contested apparently. So, I haven't tuned this up. I am very sorry. You can't, of course, hear what's going on here. So there we go. We're going into a second game here. It's going to be Overheat versus Alpha Duress. Again, on Combustion. Now, I hope they don't go out the party, because then we don't really have to do anything. Which is great.
Yeah, so that is the best. Oh man, can you tell my enthusiasm's there right now? Like, so there.
I've never heard a more hyped player.
Oh,
You're hiding it well. You're hiding it well.
Oh boy, I'm stretching. That's the good stuff.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you, Anon, by the way, for all the bits. Appreciate that. I don't know how. Like, does Anon just not get anything for their bit donations? Because I feel like you only get on the leader.
Well, I mean, Anonymous Cheerer is an account, so they're an actual person. Yeah, I can ban them if I want to.
Oh, wait, what? No, don't ban them.
No, it was a joke. Well, I don't know who they are, which is why I'm a little bit. like a little bit spooked out.
Oh, wait, no, it's actually a channel and a person. Okay, that's
Yeah.
just very weird.
Oh, we gotta go and spectate. Oh, well, oh.
And there they are again.
Oh, you gotta get and spectate too.
Oh, yeah, I do need to do that. Synced. Hello.
Yeah, I apologize for the Oh, thank you, Chira. Apologize for the slightly less enthusiastic casting, but it is currently quite late where we are. We've been waiting for quite a while. But, you know, that's how things are. So, this is potentially the last round. Again, Alpha Duress versus Overheat. I do believe they are correct, the two teams. Let's just check real quick. Overheat is Boozy, and Overheat is not Boozy, but he's not in the other team, so that makes sense. So there we go. Oh, Tunnel Vision 120. Okay.
So they are switching servers, just by the way. Heads up.
Great. So we will have to go in again. Ready player 4 forfeit, okay.
I just realized I had push to talk on. What's going on? We're backing up to the lobby real quick to switch hosts.
Oh. Can you actually invite me again, please?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
How do we leave? We just gotta hit quit.
There we go. Oh, I think... What? Oh, there we go. I think I have to go out. Yeah. Failed to find or create a server. Oh. That's interesting. Anonymous, an anonymous juror. Who are you? I know you want to remain anonymous, but god damn it, I want to know who you are. And I have connections in high places. Or I know Jersey.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
That's literally all.
Nope, I'm almost nobody.
There we go. Jersey, you have a couple of invites.
What's up? Yoink!
Is my mic on?
Oh, I'm back.
There we go.
I'm just waiting for an invite now.
Yeah, you have it. You have an invite from me.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't
Yeah,
wanna
there we go.
be a somebody.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
I'm trying to be almost nobody. Nobody's perfect. Hello, Nobody knows everything.
Hello.
God.
It's possible to do it every day.
Oh god.
That's why I'm almost nobody.
Hello. But what if you were somebody?
And Jesse's in here as well.
Am I in there?
Yeah, you are.
Yay!
Because nobody knows everything. Nobody can beat
Oh,
everyone.
his name's a pun.
Nobody can
God
do
damn it.
anything. Yeah?
Almost nobody.
Just god
That's
damn
why
it,
I'm almost
almost nobody.
I'm not
God
quite perfect
damn
yet.
it. It's a good pun, but god damn it.
Asian parents.
Okay. Whew.
Capture point.
Hey. Oh, and oh. There we go. Have a good game, guys. I don't think I'm unmuted. Just you in here.
Oh, right. I need to switch.
Nice. Okay, yeah.
Oh boy. It's almost over. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, that's wrong.
Slowly, steadily. Yeah, no, it's fine.
There he is.
Best of luck. Have fun.
Thanks. Thank you.
Wait, what happens if I stay on you? Nothing. Okay, good. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going into the game. Now, I know the names are incorrect, so I will fix that real quick. Now,
Right.
Jesse.
Let's go. Last
why is
game of the day.
Maybe there's one more.
Maybe what? No, what? What do you mean?
Well, if Alpha Duress lose this.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's very true.
Sorry to bring you down, but
They better not lose.
win, damn it. Okay, so we are cheering for Alpha Duress now. We have Overheat going out for a very, very quick take. Quick setup. They want the point. They want to have a well-defensible spot. Oh, goddamn.
I was looking at it like wondering, like, what are you talking about? And I was like,
that's right.
That's the better version of that situation, though.
That is true. That is very true. So a very, very split front from Overheat here. But again, oh god damn it! There we go. God damn it. We have a lot of stuns coming out from Overheat, and I do think that the stuns are actually the things winning the battle for Overheat because they are using it like no one is right now because they're actually using it. So Coda Sleuth here, just going for a little bit of a kill. Can he get the next pick? Oh, a little bit of an insta-heal grenade. Make sure that Coda Sleuth can just about get Grim, but Heavy will take him out in return. So they now have the point already at almost 20%. And Dipman is setting up for a defense. Ooh, going for the flank here. Going in, getting dual game out right at this instant. Saying no, this is our point, but Dipman will get killed out. Just after getting dual game.
Yeah, so looking like a pretty decent setup here from blue team. They are going to lose a member though pretty early on in this additional fight. Getting quite low. Orange team are going to get completely chunked though. Healing coming out. Is it going to be enough? Looks like it might be. They are going to get the point. So blue team are going to be resetting themselves now. You can see 69, who was that? Dipman, launching out and then pulling back to regroup with his team. They're now going for a flank. It looks like he actually ran into a wall there. So it's going to be slowing that down slightly.
Ooh, this is interesting here. Look at Grim. Going for the all the way over. Yeah, just going for the flank and then just baiting it out, making two players from the opposite team actually go off the point to try and chase him. But he's just going back, just going with the regular defense. It's not working out the way they wanted to, though, as more and more people are getting killed out. Heavy does get a pick for his own team, but it's just not enough as he gets killed as well. And it's everyone except for Grim, who is now going for a flank by himself versus 3 people. Or 2 people here. And still, whatever the case is, his thing misses and he just can't really do much by himself, which means that we're already at 70% for Alpha Duress in the first round here. Let's see if they can just take this to the end. Not the Yates, just eliminating. Just, goddamn, that was brutal.
Oh, good little couple, like quite a lot of little 1v1s happening. Lots of little cleanups happening at the same time. Blue team going to lose 2-3 members, one after the other. Quite a big delay, and this is looking like a straight up win. Is it Alpha? Alpha's orange, is that right?
Alpha Duress, yes.
Yeah, it looks like Alpha are going to be pretty strong on this one. Yeah, they're going to be taking that first round. So, Alpha solidifying their lead.
Good round.
Yeah, Alpha Duress really showing that if you get the point first, you have a pretty good shot.
Yeah. They did lose it for a short period in there, but I feel like, generally speaking, they had a quite decent hold on the map.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you ever think about it from this way, like when you're defending, you will there will be certain points where you don't have any of your grenade or tacticals up, and that's where you can kind of accept a defeat, right? So that's where you're going to lose a point at some point in the map. Generally speaking, it will be when the enemy has their tacticals and you don't have yours because you've used them in previous fights or whatever. So losing like 30%, I'd say that's close to perfect.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, it's not far off perfect. A lovely little boost here. I like this. That was really clean from them actually. From Alpha boosting around to set up. They're going to be getting a full flank here by the looks of it. coming all the way around to Blue's side. Going to take a little bit of damage early on in this trade, and one member just getting knocked out immediately. Going to be answered though. Blue team going to be losing a member as well. Trying to push onto the point from this weird like low angle here. This is why this point is so hard to attack, because it's just so defensible. Like as soon as you get on this big pillar in the middle, you just start taking a huge amount of damage. And as you can see here,
a Nova just going in from the back, just pounding some people.
Insta grenade, huge there.
A 3K for a Nova. He won that point. That was a Nova more or less by himself. He just said this fight is more or less lost unless I do something. He went all the way around and then actually got in the back there. So a good flank from him. That won the point for them, because that was 2 versus 3 and he made that a 0 versus 3 quite quickly. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, no, that was tasty. I was watching that. That was good. Although they're gonna lose. Oh wow! So Blue team get 2 picks here in exchange for 1. They're gonna be at full health going into this fight as well. Looks like they're doing quite a bit of damage. Not the Yatas is going very low. Dual game getting insta gib. Dual. Not the Yatas going down as well. Shortly afterwards, Blue will take the board.
That is. Oh. I always love the long range covering fire from the Pulsar, because it is exceptionally ineffective. Like
yeah, it's just like it's like a tickle, right? Just from long range, it's like a little tickle. A weird flank coming in from Orange here. This is going to be interesting, and whether or not this is going to pull off. They're getting onto the point, getting aggressive now. Insta-heal's coming out big. Dual game going down, but so are 3 members of Blue team. This looks like it's going to be a solid capture from Orange. And we will see Blue kind of holding off in a defensive position quite far back to try and wait for his teammates to come in by putting down a little bit of damage. Seems to be he's running Pulsar, but he is taking some damage now as he kind of gets a little bit too adventurous, I think. I believe you're seeing Orange setting up in the same way that VR Respawn did actually, keeping someone in that far corner, waiting for them to move and then jumping on them afterwards. It wasn't with a 2-man stack, but it was just a single individual, but it's not
a
bad.
Very effective strategy.
Yeah, it seems to be really, really effective.
But they're keeping them off the point here, which is probably the salient thing to do, because they are up 1-0. If they win this game, they will win the whole round. And at 83%, 2 people are going in here, but it's a 2 versus 2. As
4 versus 2.
Well, 4 versus 2. Well, yeah, I think that's, unless we see some clever boosting from Overheat, I think this is more or less game from Alpha Durez. Let's see here, they have 1 second to get in. They will not get there. Just barely missing it out, but even if he had gotten in there, he would have had a tough time stopping and then actually getting some kills and surviving for more than a second. So I think that was lost either way. So, good game to Alpha Durez. I believe... Well played, yeah, well played. That was actually surprisingly well balanced, this whole thing. I was quite happy with this game, even though it did take a little while to get here. That's how things are. But we will be back tomorrow with not only there will be the
Echo Arena,
Echo Arena Cup, which will be there tomorrow. There will also be the ESL stream, and I am not sure if we can make some NA things happen. I don't think we can get to cast those games as well, but if we can, we probably will. But for at least on this here channel, in I think around 23 hours, 20 hours, something like that, there will be a Echo Arena Cup for EU, which is the ESL First Cup for EU. So, I have been rambling on long enough. We've been sitting here long enough. We've been 3 hours for this section and 2 hours for the other one, then an hour's pause. We've been streaming for 5 hours and an hour's pause in the middle. So it's been quite a while. VR Jersey, my man, it's been lovely to have you here.
Thank you very much. It's been good to cast with you, Malaren. It's another day down, another 6 hour stream down.
And to be honest, I would do a closeout section, but I also want to go to sleep.
It's 12 o'clock here. I'm exhausted. I'm pretty sure it's 1 o'clock where you are. You're tired. We need to go to sleep and be ready for tomorrow's show.
We will be back tomorrow, and
oh boy,
for all the things that have gone wrong, there's also a lot of things that have gone right.
Yeah,
so
true. We did see some interesting stuff coming out today,
Yeah.
so I'm very excited to see these matches coming up tomorrow. Actually, the ones we weren't able to cover today. So, if they happen, actually, because it sounds like some of them are actually being forfeited, but I don't know.
Let's see tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back here tomorrow. I will post the stream links in the Discord, so you will be able to see it there. Have a good night or day, depending on where you are. It has been a pleasure, and it's been fun casting for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, almost same place. Definitely with the same people. Have a good night. Goodbye.
Bye.